Wake up, gamers, because you're listening to the Big Think Dimension with Noel, Slamrocket, and Bob Video Games. What?
She's supposed to do that?
Chris Wolfhart.
Yeah, that's the future.
And Dr. Aggro.
It's too late. I've already depicted you as the hitman target.
Here on GigaBoots. Nothing black-pilled me as hard recently on the YouTube algorithm like knowing that channel with those videos is getting more of a boost than us.
God. I didn't need context like that.
Right? Of course it is, though. That's how the world is.
It's crazy. It's fucking wild. Why is it like this out here? How does this happen? Hi. Welcome to Big Think Dimension. I'm going to talk about Pokopia. Bob's going to do the Gendo. Aggro's going to say a phrase that'll activate his hidden soldier in the White House.
Finally.
But it's okay. This episode of Big Think Dimension isn't political.
We don't know what this hidden soldier might even do.
He's probably just going to help build the ballroom.
Right. God knows they need the help.
God, the only way the what is the Red Hulk movie called? What was the name?
Brave New World.
Brave New World. The only way that could have gotten funnier is if it involved a weird ballroom scene and came out like next week.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to like when they shove the burger bunker into the last episode of The Boys or something. The burger bunker.
I will ask no questions. I'll go, oh,
it's like the Fuhrer bunker, but it's the burger bunker. That's the way these freaks are talking about it. Like it's just going to be some hovel he's hiding in because everybody keeps trying to shoot him.
They built an underground McDonald's.
We are weaker now that South Park isn't on weekly.
I'm going to... Noel, one of the things Trump has been going on about since he got elected this time is what a shithole the presidential shelter is.
Oh, that's
which for the record is something Biden and Obama both also said.
Okay. But
so he literally wants to put an underground McDonald's in it. That's all he eats.
Which
yes,
a Secret Service like manager for it, I guess.
Yeah, probably. It's gonna be like that Simpsons episode where the Krusty Burger is on the unmanned oil rig.
That's true. Don't forget his other diet of well-done steaks with ketchup. I think
Saudi Arabia literally built the McDonald's mobile to follow him around while he's in Saudi Arabia. Which is really the moment I was like, yeah.
What you
that's
think?
Probably what we deserve.
You think if I became president, I wouldn't want to go to another country and have the cookout mobile follow me? Yes, of course.
You know, it is the least of the reasons.
You try to eat something else.
It is the least of the reasons he shouldn't be alive, but it is still one of them.
What an interesting statement.
Like when everything became full, like we're living in a parody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the that sure was the peak of that probably, but anyways. But I've been playing I think we talk about video games.
No, usually.
Okay, yeah.
Usually not. We have other things, more pressing matters than it's best to discuss.
I hung out with a longtime viewer of GigaBoots at a cookout because they were just in the States, so they met me at the cookout and we had a cookout. And they were like, hey, you want some HRT? So there was like a timeline split there when in one of the timelines, my first time taking HRT was in a cookout bathroom via injections. I think that's a pretty funny timeline. And I was like, no, I'm good. Thanks, though. They can back us up. Cookout's pretty fucking cool. It's pretty fucking tasty. They were in fact seething pissed when they saw that it was $8 for a tray. They were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, no, it's the best deal in town, and that's true. It's actually something they wrote on the menu, and it's true.
And it's true. Like, you can't even fucking debate it. Good luck winning in court, assholes. But yeah, no, it was good. I got Cookout. I played Pokopia. I played Dungeon Gals. I don't want to talk first about what I've been playing, though. We're going to start with Aggro. Hey, Aggro, what you been playing?
I played me some Resident Evil Requiem.
Whoa!
No way.
Yeah, it's a Resident Evil game. You played one of those? Have you played multiple of those? You've played this game. It's all here.
Wow. That's awesome.
This game is peak taking the really, really stupid shit in its script seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Always important.
Right? And some of it's that very endearing, we're making schlocky action, and some of it's like, do you think maybe you should have gotten someone to read that sentence out loud before you put it in the game?
No. That would only slow us down. We remain agile and bold.
I guess I can't wait for Mercenaries mode, because, you know, they made the combat cool as shit. I now... Actually, I was going to say, like, I've played all the Leon games, except I learned that he's in 6, which is now the only thing I know about 6, other than the giraffe thing about the logo.
God damn it, the giraffe thing!
Yeah, that's more endearing than the game itself. Like, that has more staying power.
I have never seen a frame from that game. Zero cultural impact outside of the logo.
You should play the Sherry campaign. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best one. It's the most interesting and best one, for sure. Sherry hanging out with, isn't that guy Troy Baker?
Yeah, it's Troy Baker. And he has lots of powers, so he's pretty close to Jinkaria.
Anyways, hey, you know what came out this week? A review of Pragmata. That's a pretty good review of a pretty good game, and I think people should watch it. And if they don't want the game spoiled, I think people should watch it with the tab muted. No, not the player. Don't mute the player. They'll figure that out. Mute the tab. How long until you think Troy Baker plays someone again in Resident Evil? I feel like we got to get there eventually, right?
Because they are actually doing real actors for stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I guess. Well, they actually need to like motion capture it for the newer stuff, I think.
Yeah.
So I think it's more likely.
Yeah.
He should be back as Jake, honestly.
They should make Resident Evil 10 about Jake.
I don't think we're ever seeing Jake again.
That's the number one reason they'll do it.
I mean, Resident Evil 10 is not supposed to be till 2032, so...
That's just around the corner.
Just put him in Code Veronica.
No, see, he's going to be Code Veronica. He's going to be Alfred Ashford.
Oh my god, the Ashford family name!
Like, they'll totally face scan him in.
We're broken. We're completely broken.
No, it's
like,
fine.
like just tell me you wouldn't, like, don't tell me you wouldn't show up for like if he just had Troy Baker's face.
Oh yeah, no, I'm there. I'm there.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. You inserted Troy Baker retroactively into an iconic character in the Resident Evil franchise. I'm there day one. You bet your ass.
He could also be in that game, the goofy guy with 2 pistols.
Man, you know,
what is his name?
Since Bamco is doing all those trailer re-releases, they should do Vesperia again, but actually get Troy Baker back to do all the fucking lines that they had somebody who sounds nothing like Troy Baker do. Perhaps the stupidest possible solution to that problem.
I realized how funny it would be. Resident Evil 10 stars Jake. And Jake revisits iconic locations from Resident Evil 6 and reminisces like Leon
Like
does
what?
in 2. And it's like, here's the explosion factory.
Here's China City.
Wow.
He didn't even go there.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
This is that
He'll like
place I heard
flash
those
back
other
to
people
it. He'll
were
like
at.
flash back to a cutscene that he wasn't there for.
Jesus.
When is Peter Serafinowicz going to play someone in the Resident Evil games? He'd work perfectly.
He would.
Shit, the BSAA should have had like a weapons dealer that was Peter Serafinowicz in the city.
I'm now like, wait, is no one in Resident Evil British?
Alfred Ashford.
Yeah, I guess Alfred Ashford with that ludicrous accent, he must be British.
I thought that dude was. I have not played that game at all. I thought that dude was
No.
supposed to be derogatory French.
He is a
Fair.
British nobleman and the governor of Rockfort Island.
Wow.
He is literally a colonizer
Oh,
Wow.
because Rockfort Island is in the South Pacific.
Wow.
oh.
Wow.
Man, I'm now knowing that I'm now excited for the Code Veronica remake.
No, they should remake Code Veronica and Zero because I think
They're doing both of those.
They should. It is the correct thing to do because I think those are probably the two worst.
Yeah, every time somebody near me plays Zero, they're like, "That is the worst Resident Evil game, no
Uh-huh.
question. That is dog shit."
Uh-huh.
Exciting.
Uh-huh.
They keep putting Rebecca and stuff too, like not actually in it, but they have the picture reference.
Mm-hmm.
It shows up in a lot of these games. It's like they know she's existing.
She's the key to everything. You'll find out in Code Veronica, and then somehow also Zero. Both of these will tell you, and then 10's gonna be her game. Hell yeah. No idea why they made Zero like that. You know what? Me neither. I need to go see if Shmuplations has some interviews with the staff that made Resident Evil Zero. Anyways, Aggro, did you have anything else you wanted to say about Resident Evil Requiem?
Not in particular. It's it's Resident Evil Requiem. You play as Grace. She's got giant, huge badonkadonks and shouts that people need to show themselves. It's pretty great.
Yeah, that's the game.
Has trouble aiming around to her gigantic boobs.
And keeps pointing her gun at her lighter?
just massive honk of badonkers.
Crazy. Did you play anything else?
I did not.
Okay. Well, hey Bob, what have you been playing?
I played a few things.
Yeah, just a couple.
Yeah. On Saturday, you know that thing that goes on around Blue Sky sometimes, the random post a random old game or something like that.
Sure, yeah.
I saw a game I hadn't heard of before called Chain Dive on the PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw people retweeting and being like, "This is the best action game ever made on the PS2." Period.
And that's when you needed to know.
So yeah, I felt like I needed to know. So I went and got that set up for PC. I think too because this game never came to the States. It's a Japanese exclusive. Because of course that was what you'd call the best action game on the PlayStation 2.
Right, that's
Yeah,
what
one nobody got to play.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the one nobody played.
Please look forward to my Sonic CD opinions. Anyways, continue, Bob.
So, turns out it's a 2.5D game.
Ooh.
It's not even an
Okay, I
action
think
game
I
you would
would-
typically describe.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
argue that precludes it from being the best action game on any platform, except maybe the Super Nintendo.
Right, and then I think 2.5D kind of precludes it from being there. And that makes it astronomically worse than just something that's actually 2D.
Yeah, I feel
Um,
like it's really weird to call it an action game. Like you definitely would say something like action platformer or action
Right,
side
especially in modern year.
uh-huh.
Like, you might call it that if it came out on the Super Nintendo.
Right, when it launches
Ooh.
alongside Run Saber, you know?
Apparently, the studio that made it worked on Revengeance.
Huh.
Interesting.
They
That's
assisted
neat.
on
yeah.
a lot of platinum games, both Bayonettas, Anarchy Reigns, Revengeance.
Maybe they were the secret sauce.
I'm
all
looking at
along.
gameplay and that tracks.
Yeah, visually there are some things about it. It kind of plays miserably though.
Oh yeah.
Oh
They
yeah.
also made Malicious on the PS3 and Vita.
Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah, no, Malicious is a better game. And I don't even
I think
that's a very good game.
I tried Malicious on PS4 and like this is dog shit.
It kind of is. Like it's really rough and just about fighting hordes of enemies. Like it sucks. But Chain Dive,
Chain dive
you have
with capital
this cool
C
double
and
sword
D.
thing.
Yeah. I'm seeing it.
You have one generic combo, but that doesn't really matter. When you hit the enemies a couple times, they freeze. Like they turn to ice cubes. And then you hit the R2 button to dash into them with your grapple hook.
I don't
And
like
then
that. That's making me
you
think of certain games. This 2.5D
bounce-
side-scrolling platformer where you freeze them and dash into them.
And then you bounce off at a random angle, and you have to do that several times before they die, and it feels miserable.
Okay.
And then you get around levels by, we just put these little grapple hooks everywhere in the level, and you just kind of bounce between those, flying way above the ground, so I don't even know why you bothered bottling the ground. What I found really striking about it, though, is that it has fully voiced cutscenes in Japanese, of course. But they're all like motion comics almost, but before that, like they're not in comic style. They're just like, okay, we have these pictures of people we're sliding around. And it's got like the most dramatic and serious, realistic people they can get going. And then there's like a bizarre space princess who shows up as like, hey, the game, I'm going to talk for like 10 minutes and explain the universe. It's like, what is happening?
That's pretty sick.
And there's a surprising amount of that. Like, I think I was watching cutscenes for 10 minutes or something. I was like, this keeps going. Man, they're really in on this.
Look, they got a story to tell.
You know what? After playing their game, I'd rather watch the story, I think. I think I got a picture of this ludicrous space princess who shows up. Let me show it in here.
Please don't just post an Adventure Time character. What? Oh my god.
Yup. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what something else that really cracked me up is deep into the cutscenes. You're like, what if we had a dog? We could just use one picture of the dog, though. The dog is now, the dog is now on this character. We don't need to reanimate it or anything. Just slide him on top of the other characters. Like, yep, they're playing.
That head ornament on the Space Princess really is quite something.
It really is.
I know I've seen that before.
It feels Godzilla-esque.
No, I've seen it on an anime character before, like a priestess character.
Okay.
Like, obviously, it didn't look that shitty, but it was the same idea.
She's
Right.
wearing Lavos.
This thing was published by Sony in Japan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Looking at this, I never would have guessed. Wow.
Right. I think the only thing that tipped me off was that it had more money than it should have was how much voice acting there is. There is a ton.
I'm just going to see who the producer was on that, because I'm guessing it wasn't Shuhei Yoshida, but...
Right. Yeah, I also... So much of the game is just... We locked you in a combat room with, constantly respawning enemies. Keep hitting them. Keep doing this grapple hook move. You also have a move that kills everything on screen. We gave you that. It takes your health to do it. But that just means we get license to keep respawning them for even longer. Like, this is miserable.
Wow.
So I cannot recommend Chain Dive, but I do intend to keep playing random Japanese PS2 games.
Bob
I think
craves
that's the
more
gold now.
action games. We must find them deep in Japan. Because
Yeah, I still need to... I downloaded the Blood Plus game because that's made by Suda51.
Mhm.
I need to play that.
I can't easily figure out who from Sony was over this, like on a publisher side.
Hmm.
Hmm. But yeah, Bob, here's the thing. Here's why you have to keep going. What if the best PS2 action game is Japan only, and then you get to say it and be right?
Right? What if that's the case?
It could
This
be
is
the case.
definitely a real possibility.
It is definitely a real possibility.
Yeah, it's not like Devil May Cry 3 is right there.
Yeah, no, that's obviously that'll be beaten by a random game you've never heard of.
Yes. Okay, I found the person who obviously would be at Sony.
Okay.
It is the producer Hiroyuki Kotani, who was the director of like a bunch of Sony joints, like Sky Gunner. I believe they did Sky Gunner in Japan, but then a shitload of things like Patapons and Ratatan, obviously.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I recognize that name, I guess, from Patapon. Is he the guy who was spun off and did the Kickstarter for the Rataton?
He is game concept designer for Ratatan and the game designer of Patapon 1 through 3. I'm also seeing if, and it looks like executive producer? Yeah, the executive producer also is someone from Sony who is a producer on a lot of things, not the least which are like Portable, Hot Shots Golf, and Rap the Rapper and other things. Oh, and Siren. Anyways, yeah, no, I need to see this game now.
Right?
I have to. This is important.
Yeah, I'm looking at footage of it, and it's cool as shit.
Yeah, no, the cutscenes and stuff are cool.
And like Bob's right. You do one thing in this game, and if you did like 3 things, this game would whip.
Yes, if you did like any more than one thing, it would be pretty cool. Oh my god, he is melting.
It's fine. He's fine.
Because I had PCSX2 opened up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I also played Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast.
Nice.
A game I've heard is one of the best racing games ever made.
Is a great video game. How did that go for you, Bob?
I do not think this is really a good game.
Oh, you don't think Outrun 2006 is a good game? Whoa, you're gonna start mad shit between GigaBoots and Sega Lord X.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I like racing games with this is wild. Tracks. I like having a track to race on.
As opposed to
in a racing game. What this game does instead, it seems that they've made several sets of road that can connect together at random.
Oh, well,
and that's they put together like 5 of them, and like this is your track.
Well, you're talking about the branching structure of Outrun, right? Where you change at the intersections and you go different ways.
Yeah, but you don't get to choose a branch, so it's just they put that together.
Do you not?
No, not in one of the modes. The race mode you don't. I think in the Impress the Girl mode you do.
I forgot it's called that. I forgot it's that. It is just on the tin.
Yes.
I forgot. That's so good.
But yeah, you literally like you're driving down the road and then you go into the generic road, like the Tony Hawk loading road.
It's great. they basically, so in American Wasteland, they have those loading hallways. Imagine one of those just became the horizon.
Yes.
I mean, that is kind of what driving through huge parts of America is like.
And then you do like 3 turns and you do it again and like, wow, that was exciting.
But oh
no, it's happening again.
But I'm just trying to get in on the latest meta, okay? The YouTube algorithm will hear me making these sounds and make us popular. It's playing a song that's all like boo, 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 doo.
Oh yeah, the music is incredible. The paradigm of it makes a lot of sense in 2D, and I don't think it translated well as 3D here at all. Also, the car handling is super weird. Like I felt like I could never be in full control of the car. Like you correct your like trying to straighten it out, and then you weirdly snap. And it just feels bad. I don't know. Like it feels way worse than like a Ridge Racer or anything like that. It just feels weird.
There, I updated the part of the podcast we're in.
The impress the girl mode is very funny though.
It's fucking hilarious.
The very first thing it did, it's like, oh, you'll have to complete goals to impress the lady.
Mm-hmm.
And I start the race. Immediately she yells, hit the other cars.
Yep.
It spawns in a bunch of little random cars. You hit one thing and just fly off the road.
Why are they putting a psychopath in your car?
They're Californians.
She just leans over, like, kill that guy.
Yeah.
You do it.
Yeah.
Look, this is like a Saints Row sub game.
Yeah.
You
like
have to do that to build respect.
If you're trying to impress a girl with your car, there's really only a couple different types that's going to work on. And one of them thirsts for blood.
What you gonna do? You gotta impress her.
But yeah, I think that mode is needed at least because it has a bunch of weird missions it has you do. And it seems like you, at some point, unlock more girls to impress. It is kind of funny that it's like, yeah, I think I'd rather do this in the Race the Rivals mode, which is a much more typical race. It was just those tracks that are really lame. Yeah, I don't know. Somehow, whenever I heard like people talking about this, like say, GameSack,
Yeah.
I kind of thought they described it like it was a almost Burnout Paradise style. Like,
Oh, that's
there's some sort of city that you're exploring.
No, super no. It really is just Outrun. It's
Mm-hmm.
the super scalar racer with some branching shit. It's not
Right.
open. It's not multiple different mission-based races. Super Bro 64 in chat says, were girls ever impressed by cars, or was that propaganda by big car and big car gaming back in the 2000s? You think there's a difference?
Right?
You think those
Also,
are
back in the 2000s,
separable?
what are you talking about? This is something that's going for decades. So many.
Look, the car is a symbol of freedom, and nothing impresses a girl like you having your freedom. Ford pickup truck.
You have freedom for all of 5 miles before you need to fill it up again.
Girls were never impressed by cars, but dudes were. You are dead fucking wrong.
Yeah, no,
You are
sorry.
dead fucking wrong. All that does is make me question how many girls you talked to back then.
That makes me question how old they are.
Right.
Oh, yeah? I mean, the thing is, like, car culture completely exploded and fell out because it's unsustainable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was much more our parents' generation of stuff.
It's still
we're,
it's
like,
still
the
a thing with
trailing
upper
off,
middle
yeah.
class like young
little
people.
bit.
Like it's
Not-
still that.
Cars are
Heck, even when we
cars
were
can
growing
be
up,
neat,
because we're in such an affluent area, we had some people who were able to get into it.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew GIs who spent, you know, that was their hobby. Their hobby was cars. They played one video game. It was Gran Turismo. And whenever they would release a fucking Need for Speed. It's a thing. That's like countless things. Yes, it's a giant money sink. But a culture forms around that because there's so many different things you could do with a car. Unlike retro gaming, which is virtuous and based. Cars are disgusting and loathsome. Anyways, so I have 2 RetroTink 4Ks.
Cool.
But yeah. Would you believe that people were impressed by signs of wealth?
What?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Women would never do this.
Women women are all completely above that. Because they're not
Obviously.
people. Whoa, that sentence really showed its whole ass by the end. But yeah, no, it's just even outside of the car culture thing, which I knew plenty of women who were into the car culture thing. Even outside of that, it's still a car driving by loudly, very well-timed car driving by loudly. Anyway, it's still a sign of wealth. So
Yeah, it's a
you know.
status symbol.
Yeah, it's a status symbol. So even outside of car culture, which, you know, people got to have hobbies.
Some people are superficial. Did you know that?
At the end of the day, like,
I'm not saying that
whatever.
the hobbyists are that. I'm saying.
Oh, you're saying the people
Yeah,
impressed by the status symbol. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Anyway, Bob, your task is to now bring in a different super scalar racing game every week and shit on it.
I don't think I like this genre.
Yeah, no,
What
I'm
was-
sorry. You got to go back and play more original super scalar games because the way this controls is undoubtedly trying to emulate
Oh yeah, I'm
how
sure.
that feels. Yeah.
And I'm thinking back on like, you've had me play other racing games from that era.
Yeah.
And I just don't like them at all.
you
Like
hate
until
them, yeah.
we managed to make a 3-dimensional track, I wasn't interested in racing games.
Bob's not the biggest Sonic Drift 2 fan.
No.
Bob,
Absolutely not.
are you telling me you don't like Super Hang On?
Bob does not like Super
Yeah, I don't
Hang
think
On.
so.
I like Super
Like
Hang
Space
On,
Harrier? That's on Super Scalar.
but it's not a racing game.
It's not a racing
That's
game.
true.
That's the part where Bob
Can't
goes, "What the
believe-
fuck?"
Bob doesn't like Outrun. That's so
Outrun.
The music is great. I kind of wish I could get these songs in any other racing game.
Oh my god. You can, Bob. That's the great news. Time for you to play Sonic Racing Transformed All-Stars.
Then it won't even sound like it because it'll be like a bit crushed version of it playing in the background over 100 sound effects that also sound bad.
Is Outrun 2006 different from Outrun 2?
I think 2006 is just a slightly earlier release because I think they're the same.
Okay, it's a sequel, but it has most of the same shit.
Yeah, it's most of the same shit. They really were on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So they're different games, but they're kind of the same game, broadly speaking. It's kind
Yeah, I
of
played
an
the coast to
update, yeah.
coast version. I don't know if that's actually separate from regular 2006.
No.
Okay.
I think the coast to coast update is like the subtitle is a part of 2006.
Okay.
I should have just been playing Outrun music the whole time you were shitting on this game. That would have been awesome.
And I wish at any point Bamco had brought any of those Wangan Midnight Racers to consoles. The last time they did was the PS3.
Oof.
They're releasing another one this year, but it seems to only be arcade, even though it's Unreal Engine 5.
Bob, did you play anything else?
I did play a few other little things.
What else did you play?
I tried out Kalanoro, which showed up in one of the shows from last week. It's like a
Hell that?
Kalanoro.
Okay.
It's the thing I talked about last week where you play as like the elf girl that's either covered in fur or possibly has a poncho made of fur. I'm not sure how this
Yeah.
works. It's allegedly a 3D platformer, but it has more of a Diablo-like isometric view to it. In combat, like it seems like the combat's more focused than the platforming is.
Looks like a troll doll.
Little
Yeah,
bit.
she has kind of like a troll
A little
doll.
bit.
Little bit. Trying to find gameplay.
It does not have any way to cap the frame rate. So it's just making my GPU like overhaul at 200 frames
Man.
per second. Like, bro, slow down. I don't need this.
Why is that the latest thing in indie games on PC? Like they
I
don't
don't
even
know.
The frame
remotely.
rates are good.
No, no.
If the frame rate is higher, the game is better.
But yeah, no VSync, nothing I can do to fix it at all.
Yeah, that's a force it from the driver's layer type problem.
Yeah, I probably should have gone. If I played more of this, I would have done that. But it was kind of mid, like all around, so I just didn't bother. Again, it's weirdly super focused on combat. Like,
I found an image of this game. Keep in mind, I searched as written Kalanoro.
yeah,
Here's our image.
Thank you, Google.
Thank you, Google.
Is that cousin's name? Calinoro, maybe?
Sure.
It's
Why not?
him. It's Calinoro. Yeah, so I don't really suggest it. I wouldn't go seeking out. It's fine. Like, you have a grapple hook that's used to grab enemies. Again, this game is very much more combat focused than it is focused on being a platformer.
Okay.
And I feel like you have plenty of options if you want an isometric combat game. But maybe you really like playing as a troll doll. I don't know. It has it. Go ahead.
I finally found a picture. I assume this is the correct game this time.
Yep.
God.
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's her. Okay.
Okay.
It's way more colorful than levels I played.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, weirdly, I don't think this is at all the like style of that first level I was in.
Hmm.
Between levels, you go to an RV, and that's pretty funny. The RV actually has to physically drive to the next stage.
Oh, cool.
And you just stand in it and can move around. And it feels really like they have this working, but only just like it's a feature they barely got in there for the demo.
Huh.
But that's all I really had to say about Calinoro.
Do we have a release date on Calinoro? Or is it out? Okay, it's Q3 this year. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right. What else have you been playing?
I played a little bit more Demon Tides. The structure of the game really isn't ticking with me. Like, I might drop this game. We'll see within the next week if I actually go back and finish it.
Okay.
I like the way it plays, but it's just... I feel like they made it wrong in every other way of like, oh yeah, you took like the open world from Wind Waker, but then put nothing in it at all. And I'm at each island for only like a couple minutes because you just need to get basically one Mario
that's also
star.
a weird choice. Which of the what area are you in? Like, there's three. Like,
I just
the
got
first,
the second
second
area.
Okay, the second one is where they kind of start to do like have the islands kind of be interconnected a little bit. Like, there's ways to go between them. That's where like it started to feel good for me, but then that's also about where I got most of the way through it. I'm like, I'm just gonna focus on the ones that let me get to the end of the game now.
Mm-hmm.
Which you can tell because as soon as you discover an island, you can go into the collection menu and see if there's any of that collectible on the island. Because not every island has a collectible that you can progress with.
It's true, which is weird.
It's like you can get an emote. I'm like, who gives a shit?
Kill yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of how it feels. It's like, I don't care. Imagine if you did some shit in Banjo and it's like, now Banjo can do this emote.
Yeah. I don't understand why they decide like to make it big in this way. Like, I would much rather have more than one thing to do at each island.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand why they didn't just make like 6 or 7 bigger levels, because very often many of the different levels have the same themes anyway.
Yeah, I noticed that even the first like area, because I went to every island in the first area because I felt like I basically had to, because they had like, I need 10 gears and there were only 10 gears total in that first whole area, I think. Maybe 11?
There's like 14, 15.
Okay.
I think because there's 45 total.
Okay, yeah, I felt like I was scraping everywhere. Like, guys, I'm really done here. I've beaten the boss of this whole area. Let me leave. Which is so weird. It's like you have these collectibles to actually go to the next area, but there's also like find 3 of this guy's hidden base and then fight him as a boss. It's like, yeah, then let me.
Yeah, you don't have to fight those guys at all.
You don't?
You don't have to fight any of his 3 commanders. You might have to fight the first one, but you do not have to fight them. You just have to get enough gears. And then if you do that, their sections in like the where everybody is ending will just be static because you didn't do anything with them.
Good.
I'm still super pissed they didn't call this game Demon Surf.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Number one failure of this game is not being called Demon Surf. It rhymes with Demon Turf, which was the first
and
game.
Also Surf and Turf.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
What were they thinking?
Maybe English isn't his first language, so it didn't come to mind as easily.
Oh, is it not?
I think he's Brazilian. I might be totally wrong here.
Okay. I have no idea. You know what I do know, though?
What's that?
There's a Glaceon plush.
Oh, a new one.
Yeah, it's pretty
Oh
good.
yeah, I think I saw that this was showing up in Walmart or something.
Guess how much this Glaceon plush costs? It's very
no.
big.
Oh no, is this $100 Glaceon plush?
Way
$149.99.
Way more.
$299.99.
Way more.
$699.99.
It is $400.
So okay, but how big is it?
That sounds like
That is
it
the
better be
question.
bigger than a real one at that price.
I love this. Purchase limit of 2. Why? Is that how many can fit on a fucking truck? It is just over 2 feet
That's not big
by
enough.
2.5 feet by 2.5 feet.
That's not big enough. That's not
No.
big enough for 400
At
fucking.
$400, I want this thing scaled up to be like a lion. I want it to take up a couch-sized space in my home.
Yeah. Look, I think we should all take a moment to be very proud of me for not speculating on where the rest of that money's being spent feature-wise. Because it shows a lot of growth personally for me as a person,
That's a different
maturing and becoming a more decent human being.
I don't
You
like
see how
any of
this section's
It's-
happening, though? I feel like you're kind of
feel like you
counteracting
kind
all
of-
Baby
positive.
steps, Bob. All progress is progress. Don't try to cut me down while I'm trying to improve.
I'm like, Aggro, this was a nice and pleasant dinner with you. I really appreciated eating out of this nice public restaurant. And then you go, yeah, and I didn't say the N-word. And this was like us getting the ticket. That's what this moment feels like, Aggro.
Yeah.
Well, I did it. Be proud. Yeah, anyways, that's...
One
what-
more thing. Sorry.
Oh,
what-
I was saying that's a little outside of my price range.
yes.
but
And
apparently-
what? Really? You don't have $400 for a plush?
I do not have $400 for a gigantic plush. I mean, that thing isn't even meaningfully larger than the Sprigatito. You've seen the Sprigatito.
Yeah, the Sprigatito's huge.
The Sprigatito
It's
did not
basically life
cost that
size.
much.
Vaporeon, or sorry,
Glaceon.
Glaceon, really, I don't understand how it could. Is it fully posable? Maybe something like that.
No,
No? Okay.
no.
Weird. But I was just talking about Demon Tides, and now I'm moving on to NTE, Neverness to Everness.
Ah.
I played a good chunk of this game, and then the next day it came out. Oh yeah, that game is filled with AI art, which I didn't see when my time was it, but I'm sure it's in there.
Yeah.
I think it's.
all
I
I've
think
heard
there's like a
about it.
theater you go to
Mhm.
and see, and all the shit in the theater is that.
Yeah, which disgusting. But I'll still let you know what the game is about, though, because I spent way too long playing it trying to get to the parts that were interesting, like from the trailers, which were you had a engine like, but you drove cars. First off, this game is not Ananta, the one where you play. as
Yeah, no, that's a different
Spider-Man.
one. That's one Spider-Man.
Yeah, and looks weirdly similar to this one because all of them are taking this basically the same shape these days. But this is a Genshin like that has a pretty neat opening. A bizarre object has appeared in the sky over a Tokyo-like city. It makes rain happen, and then if you look at it, it drives you literally insane.
Okay.
So that's neat. It then very quickly becomes like you join the Federal Bureau of Control and hunt down artifacts of power.
Hmm.
When you do that, you sign the Persona contract. And there's lots of neat ideas like, this van is driven around by a holographic hand that's also a DJ. and all the cutscenes are cut like a complete crazy person cut them together. So they become just manic. Like it's hard to tell what's happening, which is kind of neat. But anyway, other than the setting and all that, which is kind of cool, for some reason, even though it's a modern day game with cars and stuff, they're like, well, you still have the Genshin combat and you still have the climbing. We didn't change that stuff at all. I was like, dude, you made a skyscraper laden city. I don't want to like Breath of the Wild slowly climb up a wall.
You don't?
I don't know why you'd think that.
What?
And yeah, just like Genshin, you have the 4 characters you switch between with all the super simple combos on each of them. The third-person shooting version that some characters have, like they do in Genshin, feels actually way worse than Genshin, which that game is like 5 years old now. You should, if your game is set in modern day, you should probably get third-person shooting working.
Yeah, there hasn't been a third-person shooter one of these really.
No,
which is
I thought
weird
it could
because there's
be.
all those fucking hero shooters you could just steal from.
I know, right?
You could even you don't even have to have PvP, but you could have like a PvE horde mode. Because all those games most of like Genshin does multiplayer for like the boss battles.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
So I just wanted to show something. One of our viewers, Ushark, posted it on Blue Sky.
Okay.
For, Neverness to Everness. So here's the cool artwork that's in the game.
Yeah.
And completely unrelated to that, here's a still frame from the movie Weathering with You.
Yeah. No, it is direct. They should get sued.
They did not even. Anyways, if people want to see that post, there's that. That's from. God damn.
Yeah.
That's just a little known movie. Definitely not one of the highest grossing anime films in years.
Yeah. There's no way any AI was trained on it.
No. So after I did a bunch of the story missions, it eventually let me actually explore the open world.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't use cars at all in those opening missions, which I thought was strange. So I just went and hijacked some cars, which was very funny because it makes like your main character disappears, and then the other lady who's with you, who's one of the characters you can switch to, shows up and requisitions the car, like shows her badge and is like, you need to give me the vehicle. And then she disappears and you switch back to your main guy after he gets out of the car, which is hilarious to me.
Yeah, that's absurd.
The cars are some of the worst feeling cars you could imagine in a video game ever.
How this is undoubtedly Unreal Engine 5, right?
Probably.
Yeah,
I
I
actually
think
didn't
this
see it,
is,
but
but
I
I
felt
don't
like it
know.
had to be.
Like they have they almost assuredly have cars in there for you, my guy.
Uh-huh.
Like I feel
think
like
that the
you
cars
can
felt
I
better
feel
in
like
Matrix
it's pretty I feel like
demo.
it's pretty easy to get cars working in Unreal Engine 5. Just a hunch.
I would hope by modern year, but who actually knows? That shit's never fucking polished or done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Like, why would Unreal Engine have like templates for the absolute most common forms of gameplay?
Uh-huh.
We have AI features to implement.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah,
did any of y'all see the trailer for the Otome hyper realistic UE5 game?
Yes.
I
No,
didn't
I
watch
only saw the promo art. I did not watch the trailer.
The trailer's really funny because it's a bunch of thirst shots, of course, and then at one point it shows a carousel because of course you're gonna have a heartwarming date at the carnival.
yeah.
And there are a bunch of lights on the merry-go-round or whatever, and then it just goes Mega Lights technology because it's made in UE5, and I cracked up so hard. I'm like, who's this for? Me? I don't like any of these boys. Sound off if you really went off when they showed the mega lights.
Oh my. I just found this trailer and I feel like I need to hire this man.
Yeah, huh? There we go. The name of the demo, I'm posting the video now so my co-host can watch on there. And I can post it in chat too. It is called Silent Whispers First Reveal Real-Time Gameplay Tech Demo.
Ooh.
As you can
And
see,
you're saying it also has mega lights.
it also has mega lights, so that way you can get fully immersed in your date.
Oh, what the hell? This is
What?
this is way more like
detailed than you anticipated?
Yes, I thought they'd be more like human looking too, and not weird trying to be anime boys, but realistic. This is horrifying, actually. It's like if the people making Final Fantasy couldn't do that.
Yeah, they're now, Bob. That's not fair. We know what that's looks like, and it's called Lost Soul Aside. This is better than that.
It's true. It's true. I did want to note this looks better than Lost Soul Aside. I mean, look at this boy.
It does. It is like Lost Soul Aside.
That is,
plus.
you know, this is just first of all, that looks shockingly like Fist of the North Star Fitness Boxing Kinshiro.
It sure does.
But this is all very similar to the art like a lot of these modern Otome games have. It's just like the style of the time.
Physically accurate, biologically driven eye rendering. Every flicker of light in his eyes.
And this is so this is supposed to be a dating sim?
Yeah.
Well, not a dating sim, but an Otome game, which is
an Otome game.
kind of different.
Which is kind of different.
Yo, this game has the Kingdom Hearts chessboard.
Yeah, I do keep noticing that so now that Unreal Engine 5 is getting so big, everybody is just stealing Square Enix's flow while they kind of just do nothing.
Yeah, that's a bit rough. Anyways, there's a few shots of this that go hard, like him holding up the newspaper and it burning away to reveal him.
Wait,
pretty cool.
I'm looking at the features page.
Oh, I posted a link to the trailer if you want to see the trailer.
No, I'm looking at the features page of a website. I did look at the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Freeform urban exploration?
What?
A time loop narrative.
What?
What?
Dynamic perspiration simulation system. This is
Go click features and scroll through some of the features.
I'm gonna go ahead and share this with chat. One moment. If you're a listener, I'm sorry. This is too good to pass up.
Time loop narrative. God, it actually says that.
Excuse me. Oh no,
And the
maybe this is for me.
Amazing.
Maybe I'm gonna put on the fucking clown nose.
I'm absolute like the freeform urban exploration means I absolutely have to look at it for at least a second when it comes out.
Romance bound by fate.
This feels like it
so
exists in the exact same cultural space as all the I seduced the cold dark-haired Duke of the North web novels.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna play this, but it's gonna be ironic and funny, okay?
Just like Paradiso Guardian.
No, that's it's a very good game.
I'm terrified that if I play this, it like opens up the possibility that I will one day be reincarnated into this Otome game as the villainess.
Yeah, I don't see the villainess. Who are you gonna play it?
Anyway, I don't even think they have a release date, like an even vague release date.
Yeah, of course not. Look at this game.
This seems like the super advanced version of like one of those mobile Otome games where they got real weird. Like the characters would message you on your phone. Like not when you're playing the game.
Right.
The global pre-registration is already at 1.35 million people. Wow.
Man, Western game development is so washed.
It
No,
really is. They
like-
could never make something like this.
Like,
No,
the, like
again.
Infinity, Nikki, and now this, and like the entire Western industry is like, we put a girl in the corner of this shot of Call of Duty. Women are gonna buy it now, right? And it's like, no. What about The Sims? Oh, we turned that into a horrifying platform.
They sure did.
Are you making anything else from women? No.
Nope.
Like at all? No.
No, not really. We're good.
Really, absolutely nothing. Yeah, that's right.
Well, we're cutting it out. We're not even making any games anymore. We're just done.
That's true.
True.
That's true. But I do feel like it like it's always going to annoy me that there was so much discourse about like, well, toxic gamers are keeping girls out of games. It's like, not the fact the industry clearly thinks the 25-year-old military yuppie is the only person who plays games and all their products are keyed to that guy.
Yeah, it's like, let's look at what the Western industry is developing. Oh, yeah, nothing I'm really interested in.
Like, Nintendo
great.
blew up again and like made the ratio 50-50 overnight because they actually made games for those people.
What a concept.
I still remember when Overwatch first came out and there was this dick-sucking article about it being like, Overwatch is doing so good with women. It has twice as many female players as any other shooter. It has 17% of its player base is women. And
Wow.
then I took great pleasure in being like, that is 40% of the female player base that Senran Kagura has.
Yeah, but that's a game for nasty pervert pedophiles.
But 40% of its player base is women.
I have to leave now.
I have to go on this plane to an island.
What's the name of the island?
Don't ask.
Let's not get into that.
It's over
Anybody
on
else
Don't
on an
Ask,
island
Don't
we should know
Tell
about?
Island. Anyway, I must go now.
It's kind of sad that your legs are still cut off when you do that.
That's because of the camera.
Yeah,
Like, I can
no,
move the camera, but then
understand,
it
like the logistics of it, but it's
Yeah,
it's still like that's the whole 3D model though.
I want the resolution up here. You know, Like,
Right.
What's the point of filming my fucking feet, Bob?
She asked.
Bob.
I'm not saying anything.
Bob. Agro.
What's up?
What's the point of filming my feet?
Not my bag, but still lucrative.
Subscribe star.
I didn't
There he
realize
is.
they weren't set up right. I think they're outside of the shoe.
They appear to be.
Okay. Okay, I was like, why doesn't this model have shoes?
This is,
That's
this
just
is
weird.
maximum value.
Anyways, what are we doing?
I was talking about neverness to everness.
And look what it's led to.
Yeah,
Right? I can't
Bob.
believe this. The cars work in such a way that it's kind of hilarious how bad it is. They feel miserable to turn, obviously. But if you hit another car, you stop. No matter the speed of which the other car is going, you stop. They are not affected. There are no damage models for any cars at all.
Mhm.
And yeah, you just
You're in the wrong, so they
Yeah.
get to live, and you get wrecked, son.
yeah, you just good luck having any kind of fun driving around the city. Also, of
Put
course,
that shit on the box. Good luck having fun in our game. We fucking dare you.
they do that thing that some numerous open world games did even back on the PS2 of people just jump out of your way if you try and run them over. And they typically fail, but that doesn't matter. They just don't react to the car. So you don't go into this expecting that it's like a GTA game, which is kind of what they tried to sell it as for quite a while. Unless something comes up later where it actually lets you just start devastating the city and getting star rankings. Which, yeah, I feel like you're this far after Genshin, you should try and like split your game out a little more than you have.
Yeah, all these games just like we're Genshin. It's like, well, it's
Mhm.
there already. In fact, it's there 3 times because it also has Honkai and Zenless Zone Zero.
Right? And this took a little bit of the combat stuff from Zenless Zone Zero. Like you have parries and stuff, which you don't in Genshin, and perfect dodges. But it's like that's not enough, guys. You should probably try and shift the genre a little bit. Oh yeah, the first major level was also a haunted photo booth or photo studio, run by a guy called Kodak,
But
and it was very much like a Control level. It's like they just. Why is there so much of this game from Control, but it plays like Genshin?
because they know Remedy's got that sauce, and they need some sauce to put on this Genshin steak. I will be right back. I have to step away for a second.
That is actually all I had to say about Neverness to Everness. Again, AI game. Don't buy it. Don't give them any money. It's free to play, but you shouldn't.
Did you play another game?
I didn't, so I guess Chris can talk about that.
Chris.
Okay, I really didn't have a whole lot of time to play a whole lot of things. I only really played the game I streamed, which was Spyro the Dragon on Saturday. I will be doing Spyro 2 on this Saturday, and we'll try, but to also do Spyro 3 before the next big thing to mention, so I can get to the real part of the Spyro games everyone wants, the dog shit ones that nobody ever talks about.
Yay!
Like the real crown jewel of this is to get to the 3-game epic starring Elijah Wood as Spyro. But I had this horrible realization playing Spyro 1. I did not voice this on stream because it was only simmering and it didn't percolate fully until a couple days later. So I'm in the final boss. I'm battling Nasty Nork. I'm gonna flame that nasty Nork. And I'm like, why does Nasty Nork seem familiar? So I'm fighting him, which is just you chase him around and flame him a couple times, and that's it. I'm like, why? What? There's something. And then I realized a couple days later, Mark Cerny worked on Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah.
Mark Cerny also worked on Knack.
Yes.
The Norks the goblins in Knack are just the Norks. That man, I guess, just loves goblins.
Fair.
And I guess people being racist towards them. Although, don't they go back on that a little bit in 2 and make a human the villain?
I think so.
Man, you can tell nobody played Knack because there is not a clip on the internet of just I'm saying typical goblin.
Yup.
Yeah. I've also been playing a lot of Fist of the North Star Fitness Boxing. That's my workout lately. Battle mode.
I was going to ask you about the actual game, or if you're still following long YouTube videos.
Oh no, I bought it back when it was on sale.
Oh, okay.
Battle mode is very funny because while it is mostly Toki just telling you to punch guys, he will sometimes say one of the major lines from Fist of the North Star, which with the unbelievably awful voice acting that this game has can be very funny. That when you're beating on some guys, then Toki just goes, "Live to see the future of this world," like as fast as possible.
What?
Yeah, because that's one of the things he yells to Kenshiro, but he'll just say it real fast while you're doing combos.
What game are we talking about?
Fist of the North Star Fitness Boxing.
Oh yeah.
Or he'll go, "There's no such thing as a bloodless fight." Just like as fast as possible. Like there is no time for this read. He has to get it out.
Uh-huh.
That game's made with $12.
It is. I kind of wish somebody would just make a ripoff that like leaned a little bit into the Ring Fit RPG elements. Because that would sell a lot of copies.
Yeah, no, fitness boxing is a really good workout thing. It would be absolutely stellar if, they made more of a game around the mechanics.
Yeah, where they've done so many, you'd think they would have tried that.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if this game has the same voice cast as the really shitty South African Amazon dub of the recent Fist of the North Star thing.
I don't think it is the same, but that is equally incredibly bad.
Kenshiro's fine, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of find Kenshiro delightful, but everybody else is awful. I haven't switched to any of them. I haven't switched to any of them as my trainer yet. I kind of want to do that to see what they say.
Oh God, I didn't realize you could do that. So that's probably all sorts
you
of other really great reads.
You have to beat all the levels in battle mode. Also, like on the just rip it off angle, they don't get like all they check for every single motion is how fast the Joy-Cons moved.
That's probably for the best.
Like if the right one moved and how fast it moved. So if you want to just rip it off, it would be real easy. It's like whether or not somebody succeeded is a binary switch. I haven't gotten him he hasn't said the combo recently. I don't know why. Maybe that's only in the early workouts.
Weird.
I just do a daily routine where it's an hour long and he says, the combo.
Yeah, I usually pick and choose based on how I feel. Because I don't like it when I pick the daily workout and he's like, you will now do 15 minutes of jabs and straights. And I'm like, that's so fucking boring.
But it burns so many calories.
So does something that isn't boring.
No, it doesn't burn as many as that.
Actually, some of the other, like the later ones, really burn shit because it's like duck constantly. Do back steps and front steps, which make sure to shake the Joy-Cons a little bit as you do that, so we register it.
That shit is garbage. The front step, back step shit is the most garbage ass shit in that game.
Isn't there some feature where you can make it so it has those prompts, but it doesn't actually search for a detect like a movement?
Yes, Matto B in chat saying, set duck and steps to auto-succeed. The game can't detect that for shit.
Okay, maybe I'll do that. I was just doing them and jostling the Joy-Cons really hard.
And it works most of the time when you do that. Most of the time.
I started wearing wrist weights while doing it.
Ooh. Nice.
That's hard.
Yeah,
I haven't actually been able to do my entire workout with them on. I can do like half.
What weight?
1 pound on each arm.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. 1 pound.
You're actually never. Anime lied to you. You're never supposed to wear weights more than like 2 pounds for any kind of exercise. It actually fucks you up.
Are you telling me the human body was not anticipating getting really fat at the end of your arm? Are you?
Like it also like annihilates your form, so you might hurt yourself more easily. Oh, I played a little bit of Ocarina of Time decomp.
Oh yeah.
That has some funny options.
Yeah.
Such as, first of all, it's like the owl will fuck off. The owl will never talk to you. But then there's the owl will talk to you, but the cursor will always default to you telling him you understood. It will not default to do it again.
Glorious.
There's my favorite, which is you can just increase how fast Link climbs ladders or pushes boxes.
Oh.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time's another one of those games that seems so enormous, and then you play as an adult, and it's like, oh, it's actually not really all that huge. My child brain just couldn't comprehend it. I did have the unbelievably fucked up, like, experience of being like, in Banjo-Kazooie, the Jiggies of Time, there was something here. Is there something here in the actual game?
No.
And then kept finding shit.
That's how you do it. Does it let you spawn in the R-Wing?
I think you can probably get a mod for that.
VR chat lets you do that.
But yeah, that's all I played. I'm playing Spyro 2 on Saturday. I'll try to play Spyro 3 before the next big thing to mention as well, so we can get to the part where I stop having fun. Oh, but I do have to tell the exciting way I'm going to be playing those 6th gen versions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to stress test Xbox emulation.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Like-
you're going to be emulating the Xbox original?
No, I'm going to be emulating the PS2 on the Xbox Series X.
Oh, okay.
I would never attempt to emulate the Xbox. That's just folly. That goes beyond falling for it again. That's like you didn't even try and you fell for it. It's a good thing that Noel sent me the RetroTink. Which version is it? The RetroTink
5X Pro.
5X.
Yeah.
So I can upscale the PS3 version of that last Spyro game.
Ooh.
Because that last one was on 7th gen consoles. It's got to be better than the PS2 version, right? They totally wouldn't make a completely dog shit version for 7th gen, and the PS2 version's fine, right?
No.
Right?
That would never
Why would
happen.
that
This
happen?
never happened. Okay, I guess I'll talk about what I've been talking about. What I've been playing, rather. I've been playing Pogobia. Hey, Bomb.
Hey, what's up?
You've seen Minecraft?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
So imagine Minecraft was like Pokemon, and you build these habitats by building certain environmental tiles in certain patterns. So if you set up a 4x4 grid, or 2x2 grid rather, of high grass, tall grass next to a tree, it's like, oh, Pidgeys love that shit. Or if you build grass high up on a mountain, it's like, yo, this other bird loves this. Or you do these specific things. The funniest
These
thing,
birds are suckers.
these birds are suckers for this shit. It really is Dragon Quest Builders. It's made by the Dragon Quest Builders thing, but working off of a frame of reference for Minecraft, because this may surprise our audience. Minecraft is a little bit more popular than Dragon Quest Builders.
Yeah.
This game is really, really good and really, really charming. You wake up in what is basically a dead world. This Ditto who remembers your trainer and made yourself in their form. So you just walk around as a human, remembering their trainer and mimicking them. And you are greeted by the Tangrowth Professor, which they've already made a plush of. Look at this dude. He's great. He's got glasses. He's got a TM taped to his fucking tentacle forehead. It's great. Look at this guy. And yeah, you just slowly make these habitats for the Pokemon. Is he like $1,600? No, he is, in fact, 6,600 yen, because this is in Japan. This is not in America. So that's rather affordable compared to the $400 Glaceon. But yeah, the entire world's just dead and dry and shit, and you start resurrecting it by building habitats where the Pokemon just sort of appear the moment you do that. And as you're playing this game, it's like, oh, okay, I get that we're in the Kanto region. Okay, neat. But then the second region, spoilers for a game that the plot isn't the appeal, the second region's literally Vermilion City, and the SS Anne is crashed off of the coast.
Oh my god.
So you build a land bridge to a completely abandoned SS Anne. It's really fucking cool. Vermilion City's just covered in toxic sludge and trash, and you keep picking up text logs of what the fuck happened. It's really fucking cool, on top of being an insanely cozy game where, for example, you need to take this withered grass and make it natural and green again. So you use the ability to be like Squirtle and you spit on it. So I spent a lot of that stream just spitting on it. I streamed this game 4 times in the last week.
Jesus. Yeah, I saw you went live at like 3 a.m. last night or something.
Yeah. Look, you want to hear that story? We can talk about that story. Here's what happened there. I finally got time and space and mental capacity. I definitely don't suffer from executive dysfunction. To set up the espresso machine chat got us in December.
Uh-huh.
And so my goal for yesterday was to build the griddle, because now it's actually not freezing fucking cold outside and crazy, and build that espresso machine to get these things set up. Building that espresso machine and trying to make one actually correct cup of coffee was insane, because you need to make sure the grind size is exact, and you need to make sure you level it off exactly, and you need to use your needle distribution tool and make sure there's no channeling, so that way it's not just shoving water through and then a lot of the grounds aren't even getting any of it. So I went through all that. I finally make one good cup with the correct pressure level and everything, roughly. And I open the door, and it's insanely dark outside and raining, so I'm not building the griddle.
Okay, I was gonna say it's been raining for like 3 days. I hope you didn't try to build the griddle.
No, I looked at that and went, God damn it. God damn it. So instead, I went and played Pokopia. That game's really good. It's a really good game. That game, Bob, Pokopia is really good. In the game, you grow crops and you arrange plants. And
I guess I hear that Ash Ketchum is dead.
Yeah, probably. No, he's in a coma.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
He's in a coma. We need to find him. He might be underwater. He might be buried 17 feet underneath the SS Anne. Who knows? I need to dig down there and find out. Yeah, it's got really neat stuff going on with it. It's really, really fantastic. You constantly walk up to the Pokemon that are just chilling and walk around and stuff, and you're like, hey, how's your home? And they're like, it's great. I wish I had food. And then I go, oh, right, you need to eat. So I just pull out a berry and feed them. And I'm like, someday I'll put a bucket of these near you. And I forget every time. So every person is just randomly like, I'm really fucking hungry, Squirtle, Squirtle. And I'm like, oh, right, here you go. Here's a berry.
They need to be... All right.
They can feed themselves, but I have to put a thing there and fill it with Lepa berries. Keep in mind, these Pokemon are starving. I have 270 Lepa berries in my box. There was a point where I accidentally picked up a bed in a house, and then I put it right back down, and that rendered Shellos homeless. No, it was Goomy.
Aww.
That rendered Goomy homeless. Goomy's like, I guess this isn't a home. And wow, Aggro, do you have opinions?
I actually don't. I'm trying to remember what that thing looks like.
It becomes Goodra.
Oh, okay.
Goomy is a little like slime thing with little tentacle, with little antenna.
Yeah.
Goomy it looks really kind of like the whale in Bubble Bobble.
Huh. Yeah. Goomy's really cute. Yeah, it's got a great selection of Pokemon. These are really great guys. I think the funniest fucking thing, though, to build a habitat to attract a Pokemon was I had 3 pieces of gigantic dinosaur scale fossils. And they were clearly of Bastiodon. And I'm like, oh, that's sad. Bastiodon's dead. And I set them up, and then someone in chat's like, you have a showcase table, right? And I'm like, oh, that's right. So then I put 3 showcase tables under each, one under each part. And then it became a habitat. And it was like, oh, here's this giant outdoor exhibit of the fucking Bastiodon fossil. I leave, and when I look back, a Bastiodon has appeared to stare at the fossil. And I'm like, that's really dark. That's kind of fucked up. That unsettles me. It's like, oh, we need a Pikachu. How do we get a Pikachu? Oh, I know. Just display this dead Pikachu. And then another Pikachu will show up to stare at it. It's really dark.
Yeah, wait till you find the skeleton of man.
Oh. It's like the size of Lilith from Ava. It's like, was this to scale? I don't remember man being this big.
How many Nintendo franchises are going to be about humanity dying out?
So there's a funny part in this game where they talk about the cost of streaming music got so high, but that's okay. We have this technology still around called compact discs, and you can listen to your music on it. And so you collect CDs of music throughout the game that you could play on your music players. I wonder what drove up the cost of streaming. I wonder why Vermilion City is completely destroyed and covered in toxic waste. Interesting. But yeah, no, it's a really neat game. You get a ton of abilities as Ditto mimicking these other Pokemon. Like I got Drillbur's ability to till the land, and it allows me to cultivate things a lot more easily. Yeah, no, the game's really, really fun. It's a fun game. I'm enjoying my time. It's probably gonna take me way too long to beat because I have ADHD and I start heading towards one Pokemon and then I see sludge on the ground. I'm like, I guess I gotta go get Piplup to clean this up because we're at a tropical resort and it's covered in an oil spill.
Okay, yeah. That
So
checks out.
Piplup covers them in a soapy, bubbly beam.
Okay.
The penguin uses a bubbly beam. By the way, did you know Dawn had a Piplup? Dawn dish soap oil spill?
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm doing this, I'm just like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, don't worry about it then. Anyway, I was telling Chad about how there was the whole thing of like, has your job been negatively affected by tourists not showing up thanks to fucking BP? Join this suit. And I'm like, I wish I could argue my job was negatively financially impacted by that. God damn it. They deserve to have every Floridian sue them just on the fact that they would lose more money.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I'm having a good time. I built an insanely ornate set of stairs that carried me up to a door that still hasn't unlocked yet, but it was worth building because it was pretty cool. It's like, how much of the segment do you want me to just sound like your 8-year-old nephew tells you about their Minecraft world? Yeah. It's a good game. Why is it $70? Why is it a game key card?
Yeah, I don't know.
These are the
That
important
sucks.
questions. I've also been playing...
Well, they're $70 because they knew they could get away with it.
It has Pokemon on the box.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Sure hope that and ZA go on like massive sales.
Nintendo games are starting to go on sale. It's like they accidentally broke their own invincibility aura by charging things at 70. I do wonder if they aren't like looking at that and being like, okay, before they got to be $60 forever.
Right?
Now people expect us to take them down to like 50 or 40.
Mm-hmm.
Or Costco to slash the price to 30.
To 30, because fuck
That's
you.
insane. That has to be some that has to be like we just want it gone.
Yeah, no, they aren't moving at 70. Costco ain't putting up with this shit.
Oh boy, I can't believe Metroid Prime 4 wasn't moving at $70.
What games was it? Because it was Metroid Prime 4, Pokemon Legends
It was
ZA.
Pokemon Z Day,
Yeah,
which did sell a lot, but I guess not enough at 70 for
and
Costco.
the third one.
Yeah, there's a third
What was
one.
the third one?
I cannot remember what it was.
It wasn't Mario Tennis.
Kirby
'cause
Air
that was
Riders.
still- Oh yeah,
I can't
yeah, of
believe
course.
Kirby Air Riders didn't move enough units at $70 fucking dollars. That's so much money. Anyway, let's move on. Hey, check this out. I also played a game. It's called Dungeon Gals. It came out recently. Indie dev made it. It's on Steam. I got a copy from Terathiel. It's basically a 2D platformer that's kind of like Lost Vikings. You have 3 different characters you could switch between at any point in time. They have different abilities that'll help you find your way through the levels. The story of the game is that the mayor has hired you to stop these monsters who are taking over these 3 different floating islands, because the magic from those floating islands keeps their island floating, and there are monsters in it. He's not suspicious at all. Anyways, in this looping GIF, he's the dude in the upper left. He's very trustworthy in that office at the end when the text box pops up. The game's really neat. You got one character who does a charging hit that can break up blocks, another one that has a magic amulet where they can shoot distant attacks, a moth-type character who can double jump and float and attack with their sword. And interestingly enough, the boss fights are set up in a way where you can just always switch between the 3 of them. So individual phases of the bosses, or individual moves of the boss's attack phases, will be better tackled as individual of them. So all you do is step on the pedestal, hit the B button, and it'll switch which character you're playing as. I have heard it compared to a Wario Land. I have still yet to play those games. but I could see that since there's the big girl who do the charging attack to break blocks. It very much, as a point of comparison, Lost Vikings really hits, but no one fucking played that.
This is like Trine.
No, it's good.
Yes,
it's a good game.
Everyone played Trine.
They must have. They keep making them.
It's true.
Yeah, didn't they make a 3D fucking Trine game? And I'm just like, what is your game even at that point?
They got up to Trine 5.
Yup.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
What?
Yup.
That came out in 2023. And 4 and 5. Okay, no, Trine. They're all 2.5D, I think, except maybe Trine 3.
What?
Yeah, Trine 3 is 3D, but after that they were like, that's too fucking hard.
Yeah, I keep trying to conceptualize what their game is if it's 3D, and it's really hard to think of.
Uh-huh.
I wish I had another gift to go on here, but I don't. Anyways, the game is good. The game is very gay. It's a gay game. Thank you and good night.
A game, if you will.
Yes, for gamers.
Yeah, the people were sending this to me during the CNEC Fest, and I didn't like the cover art, so I ended up not playing it. But this looks nice.
Yeah, no, it's a really fun game. It was funny seeing people play the game and then seeing the title art, because they give completely different vibes. I like
they really do.
I like the pixel art a lot. Oh yes, I'm willing to replace header.jpg in my gigantic. Wait, how many? Out of curiosity, how many pictures are in my picture folder now? 3,219 pictures in my picture folder. I think we can get rid of header.jpg and I'll be fine. Yeah, so there's the art style for the header image. I totally get why that would not be Bob's thing. The pixel art's really good though. I really like it a lot. I recall social media having the game mention taking hormones. Yeah, there was a gag about that in the pitch, or at least I think a gag. I don't know. I played the game. I didn't shoot up HRT in the game yet. I only beat the first of the monster infested areas, which is really fun. I had a good time with it. I did have a bizarre glitch I've never had happen before, and another reason why I'm working on getting this model and my other models ported to Vignon. Bob, during playing this game with the game sir, I needed to move my camera in VR chat. I click over to VR chat, and VR chat stole the game sir away from Dungeon Gals.
What?
So I couldn't play the game anymore, and I was at the boss. So I start doing the Seth Killian thing, and I had left hand on arrow keys, right hand on Z and X, and I'm trying to relearn playing the game like that at a fucking boss fight. And then I realized, wait, what if I just plug in another controller? And so I plugged in another controller and it saved it. It was fine. Yeah, it's a cute little game. I will say one of the things with it, and you might notice this is a consistent thing with me. I think it's a little too wordy. I think we don't need paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs of text in a game like this. I think it could sell itself better if it didn't.
Just
if
got
that's
out of the way.
Yeah, like it needs.
Yeah, you can be gay in smaller amounts of sentences.
Time to gay.
Man,
This is
that's
a
a
new category.
devastating message to be sent.
So many genres of fiction ruined by this statement, Bob. Yeah, when it comes to me and indie retro style games, I'm not actually the hugest fan of paragraphs upon paragraphs of text. That is one of my criticisms of Freedom Planet. It's like you could be more succinct and more powerful. And to me, this kind of runs into that a little bit. But I do enjoy playing the game immensely. I think it's a really fun game. I think it's really cute, and I enjoy when shit like this comes out. It also seems of a significant length. I haven't beaten it yet, but I have spent about 3 hours in it, and I only did one of the 3 floating things, so presumably it might be a 9-hour game, but who knows? Maybe the writing disappears, and then the rest of the game's 2 hours long. But it's really cool seeing these areas and trying to figure out, like, okay, this is a series of platforms only the double jumping moth character can get to. But the problem is, once I get past that, I need to be able to break blocks, but that's not accessible because that character can only move in these ways. It's very interesting level puzzle design, and I think it's really neat.
And then they want to say, then they say they want to talk to Kazooie alone.
And then and I'm like, God damn it. But that demo is still up. So if people are interested in hearing me talk about this game, they can go check that out. And since I didn't have to hit the
Game code provided by
and finish it off with the publisher, and in fact just get to say my friend Terathiel, I'm not a bias this week. Please look forward to next week when I play PI Mouse for Hire Gecko Gods or something else, and I got a code for that, so you can't trust me at all. Because it's that easy. I'm very cheap.
That easy.
I'm very cheap. It's only $15.
I mean, PI Mouse Detective has Troy Baker. You being bought by big Troy Baker. We know it.
Wait, there's a big Troy Baker?
Yes.
What's going on? I'm scared. Anyway, that's it for me. Whoa. What did that do? 1 second. I hit the button that I thought was to center it. What did it actually... Yeah, that was supposed to center it. Why did you disappear, GIF? Oh, well, you're gone anyway.
It got tired.
It got tired. Aside from that, hey, Bob, what did we play last Friday?
We played
Uh-huh.
Moonchild.
Did... You mean... Did...
You got the power.
Did you get the power?
The power to do what?
Yes.
Okay.
To be his friend.
Yeah, we beat Moonchild. That last level is fucking insane, and oh my god, the visuals were incredible. You need to go see the 4K VOD, because if you saw it live, you couldn't see anything.
Yeah, it
Nothing.
entered the bitrate dimension.
It was
Man,
crazy.
That was sure a European platformer, huh?
Sure was.
It sure was. I had a great time. It honestly, in the grand
Now
scheme
you're
of
all
that, I feel
primed
like
to do battle with the Amiga.
I don't want to step in there. I don't want to step into the Amiga's realm. It's so scary over there. I honestly think for microcomputer / Amiga style 2D platformer, that was pretty polite.
Yeah, it was pretty all right in general. It came out in 1995.
97.
97.
Uh-huh. A little late. It came out.
Did you see that art that the artist put on Twitter of or not Twitter, Blue Sky?
Yeah.
Where it's Moonchild holding back Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yes, because they put that up for a demo booth. In fact, I could get that on screen right now. But this was for Moonchild booth. Okay, there we go. This is for their booth at do they say where it is? 1993. They went to Denmark for, quote, The Party, a large demo scene event. And this was the booth they made.
Which that game is just demo scene at the end.
Oh, it is 100%. And that's when it's at its strongest.
Yes.
God,
he's so strong.
He's so strong. They don't even know. It's completely foolish to fight this man. Even Long Sonic can't stop him.
It baffles me when I play a game like this made by Europeans and they don't know what the idea of you take a hit and then you're invincible for a second. Like, they don't understand that concept, why you would ever even do that.
No, every frame you have contact with the enemy, you take damage. Anyways, They were like, hey, do artists on Blue Sky want to recreate this? And I think he was being very direct. He's like, do you want to recreate this? But people got really inventive
Yeah.
with how they recreated it. And I think that's great. I think, what was it? Hastian Schwartz was the one when he saw this. He was like, it's Moonchild as Broly. And I was like, I hope no one draws Moonchild crushing Sonic with his glutes.
That almost certainly has happened, yeah.
It's only a matter of time. Moonchild is too strong. He's too strong.
Strong with what kind of power, though?
Well, he's got the power.
To be his friend.
The power of not having iframes and dying instantly.
He does have that power too. It's true.
He looks at the screen and evaporates into a million pixels.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
They just take every pixel becomes a particle. They explode him outward as he front face stares into your eyes. It's so good. What an awesome time. I had a great time with Moonchild. That shit's funny. It should have come out on the PS1. They should have released that on the PS1. Sony wouldn't have allowed it. Who am I?
No,
who am I kidding?
there's no way. His jetpack's so bad looking. Like, he's already kind of bad looking. His jetpack looks hilariously bad.
I think it's kind of incredible that, you know, the end of that game kind of went Plock.
Becomes Plock.
Yeah.
Is they run out of literally every idea they can for a platformer, like, put him on the jetpack.
Look. When 3 people are making your game, you got to get it out in a month so you can immediately start the next one because these games only cost $5 a piece. You gotta run the ideas down pretty quick.
So this is how that last level looked on stream.
Yeah.
Oh, I know this. You gotta put your face like 6 inches away from it,
Yeah.
and then sort of cross your eyes.
Oh, it's a sailboat.
Man, I've never been able to get those work in my entire life.
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Bob,
Never.
have you?
Yeah.
Okay. I have. This is how it's supposed to look. That's
Crazy.
That's how the YouTube 4K VOD looks. A little bit of a difference there between that and that stream.
Yeah. The other one's like watching Akane Banashi on YouTube at 1080p.
It sure is.
Man, I'm just waiting until that show shows up anywhere else.
I would be wearing the one outfit that doesn't have it. 1 second. I'm fixing this right now because I need to bring this up because I'm not sure I brought it up on that fucking podcast. Hey, Bob.
What's up?
You notice something? I think I brought it up with you. I don't think I ever brought it up on any content though.
I can't remember.
Uh
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah. I knew it. I knew it had to be hidden out there. What the influence for this thing on my ear was.
Yep.
I didn't think I would find out via reviewing the roundup of anime for this.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep. I was like, oh my God. They looked at it and went, bigger.
Well, yeah, it's hard to see on a 3D model otherwise.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, that was fun to run it.
You're right. I'm surprised the rest of the hairstyle isn't more directly that character.
That's usually how it goes. A lot of these booth models end up being a fusion of a few different popular tropes in specific animes or gacha games of a season. It's really neat. I spent a long time going, this has to be from something. So I did not expect to be in the middle of watching anime for a fucking podcast we were going to record and go, son of a bitch. And she wasn't even in that form for that episode.
No, you have to see like on the next time where she has that.
Anyways, I guess I have to read Akane Banashi now. I guess I have to. Damn.
There's nothing we can do about it.
There's nothing we can do about it. Her jersey is much like my own. And you're like, no, I think that's just the earring.
Yeah, she just has the same earring. I don't get too confused.
Oh. Wait.
Although a lot of people are saying this about Clive, so I guess that this kind of tracks.
Well, I mean, isn't that show about her being a bad podcaster? I wasn't really paying attention.
I mean, basically.
No, that was her dad. She's good at podcasting.
Her dad's the worst podcaster. He was so bad that they just burned down the whole podcast network. It's a scam. It goes all the way to the almost top. Her dad got banished to the concrete realm. Yeah. Anyways, Moonchild was neat. I don't know. That's the exact level of game that I'm like, sure, this is fine. I wish Rayman Original was as polite as you.
Yeah, I did
Rayman Original is like the biggest poster child for the like. We didn't consider that playing our own game every day would make us atypical.
Mm-hmm.
So when we made something hard for us, it just became fucking impossible.
Oops.
Also, I don't think Rayman is very good. Original is very good beyond that.
It has nice art.
It does. But like mini games with that, like, wow, the art of that is amazing for when it came out. It's like, if only the rest of it was. Rayman 2 is incredible, though. That's a great game.
Yeah, it seems great. I really want to play through Rayman games at some point. The only one I've ever beaten was Legends.
Yeah,
It's crazy because like that game didn't even have to give up any of its voice lines on the N64. I don't know how they did it. They probably did it by crushing it down into total dog shit, but it's still impressive they did it.
We also did another small stream after Moonchild, a few days after. They launched Super ZSNES, which is the future of Super Nintendo. Look at this. You get to add textures to video games like you've never seen.
It's true. I've never seen them.
So that's good.
I've seen these textures, just not in games.
Like I've seen people make sprite comics with filters on them so they don't look like sprites that look like that.
So for anyone who's curious, this is Super ZSNES is actually made by two of the original devs, which is, as I understand it, most of the team, but whatever. And they built technologies and stuff to map materials to background layers of Super Nintendo video games. This is a new emulator that just empowers people to do things exactly like this. And the question we must all ask ourselves is why?
Right. I think that's at the forefront of everyone's mind.
Why would you show me this? Because it's the future of Super Nintendo. Is that not something you want? I don't understand. Also, one of the things it can do height maps or bump mapping for Mode 7 stuff.
It was wild. They talked about that and put it in one game for this initial launch.
Yeah, everything else looked too tacky. Dramatic pause. So what that looks like in execution for anyone who wasn't able to catch our stream. One moment. There we go. Perfect. Perfect image past Noel. It looked like this. So that way in F-Zero, they could bump map the side bumpers to be higher. And it looked really cool. In the Mode 7 is full, like, whatever resolution you're running the emulator at.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty cool. And the audio engine allows for completely how do you put it? It allows for
music.
It allows for uncompressed music playback, which every time resulted in people who are familiar with how these games are supposed to sound going, "Oh my god, why? Why have you done this?" Look at the pavement; it's wet.
Wow, it looks great.
We added more detail. It's an improvement.
Yep. They added more detail. It's an improvement.
Look at how much blonder and prettier it is.
The amount of people saying they DLSS5'd the Super Nintendo. Look at this.
Yeah, I don't know what they even thought was there. It's like, is this being burnt out and printed in a magazine?
Yeah, we kept saying it looked like that, and that's really funny. It's like, I scanned the original material. It looks how it's supposed to now. I think this is deeply fascinating. I'm extremely excited for other people to use this.
Yeah, maybe people who are
really good artists, as opposed to the current state of people wielding this, seemingly. Yeah, no. It's deeply fascinating. Each of these things Okay, so there are 7 games that they built enhancements for at launch. One of them is Mega Man X. Mega Man X is anti-piracy triggered, so it's literally unbeatable.
Yeah, that was wild.
That's fucking awesome.
It
Like
kept
they couldn't even manage to avoid that.
It couldn't even keep track of our parts per level. It kept throwing away our capsule enhancements.
So bad.
It's fucking
Yeah,
wild.
like for example, when Noel died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes it take us all the way back to the first
highway
level, the
yeah.
highway level.
Completely insane. The 7 games and it can't not trigger the anti-piracy. That's so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had a really fun time checking out this emulator.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited for more people to do things with it because well, it sure gives you a lot of tools that you could argue could be used well artistically. Let me see. I got one more. There's a certain disparity too, and I'm sure you're seeing it here where it's like the sprites for the cars just look normal. Same deal here. The sprite for Samus has no texture, no nothing going on with it. But the floor has one texture, the door has another texture in a way that seems incongruous and incohesive.
Yeah, I don't know why they thought the Metroid doors should be like felt.
Felt? Yeah.
Yeah. It's strange.
I don't know. It also lets people do higher resolution sprites. So it could be really funny for people to do Super Metroid Randomizer. Like maybe there's a way where they could do custom sprites more easily in this engine. I don't know. That would be up to the people who do that sort of work currently in Super Metroid Randomizer to let us know whether or not this helps them in any way. But I think it's really funny because Modern Vintage Gamer and other people came out and they're just like sucking the dick of this technology at frame one of just like, this is amazing. This is the future. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, oh, this looks like ass, my man. But it could be cool tech used by people to make something that looks good eventually, theoretically.
Right. Currently, we have programmer art.
Yes, currently you've injected programmer art on top of some of the best looking games of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Anyways, I look forward to more developments from Super ZSNES, like maybe being able to actually beat Mega Man X. That'd be a pretty good feature. Bob, did you have anything else to say about it? I'm a little sad I didn't show any Castlevania 4 pictures, because those were really funny. It makes every game look like a physical good of that game you would buy at a con. Just a weird printout or something is what every game ultimately
like some weird tacky like thing that you're supposed to set on your desk like a photo.
It's so funny because it's like they want to remaster these games, as you put it. But they had, I don't know, 4 textures total. They used among every single game. It drove me crazy.
The funny thing is you seem to be able to go in and just do it yourself. Like they apparently have the tools to do that. It's like, but then you got 5 of the most commonly used like generic ass textures and materials and then put it on random objects.
Right? Like I used to do this to images in Macromedia fireworks in high school.
Yes. I really love this image. The rocky wall being the same as the dirt and it wrapping that material upward into it seamlessly is really funny. But yeah, it makes everything look somewhere between a crochet, a perler bead melt, or a poorly printed mat. It's just all 3 of those is what every video game looks like now. And for some reason, by default, it has Super Eagle turned on. Like it's doing the HD2X or HQ2X high-res mode. And yeah, thank God you could turn that off because I don't know who in their right mind thinks that looks good.
I don't even know why they bother. Like, what on earth? Why even bother having that? That broke the brains of so many people.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I feel I wish I had gone into one of like the launch streams and just been like, are you aware of the evils you have wrought in this world?
That'd be funny. The devs are streaming and they're like, this is going to go great. No one will say anything mean. I'm like, oh, you don't know how the internet works. I see. Yeah, I don't know why that would be the default. I don't know why that would be the default. That seems completely insane.
All I can think of is the developers of ZSNES are those people who are like, this makes the game look good.
Before it looked bad, and now
Yes.
it looks good.
Which, looking at what they did with the rest of the game, I get where they're coming from. Their eyes don't work.
Yeah, no, it happens. It happens. I don't know. There was something else about it I wanted to mention, and I already forgot it. I didn't yet talk about the most fascinating thing about it. So the emulator, like one of the main concepts of it is that they moved the emulation of the imaging and everything off of the CPU. Normally on an emulator, you do all that on the CPU. So like things to render sprites on screen, things to scale backgrounds, palettes, et cetera, et cetera. They turned it all into GPU shader code. And this is a Unity project. This emulator is a Unity project for some reason.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It's so bizarre.
On the Mac, we had a whole bunch of input lag.
Yes, but I eventually played it on my PC and it was fine. But I don't know how much of that is. The Mac was handshaking at 60 hertz and my PC's handshaking at 240 hertz. And sometimes with some emulators, if Windows itself is updating at like 4 times the refresh rate, it will delete some of the input lag. Sometimes it's like that. So I don't know how much that is the Mac version versus the Windows version or 60 hertz versus 240. I don't know.
Right.
Either way, playing on the Mac was miserable.
It was.
In a way that I don't think DuckStation was. I don't think my DuckStation experience on the Mac has been bad. So I don't know. I don't get it. Either way, I thought it was funny. It was a good, fun stream. Everyone was so confounded. I even had friends who went back and found out after the stream that we did it. They went back and watched the VOD. They're like, why did they do fucking any of that? And I'm like, yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. I look forward to Secret of Mana. Do it, fucker. Fucking do it.
Yeah, they'll do it. They'll get tree texture and put that on the mana tree, and they'll be done.
Fuck yes. I want to play through hours of the game to get to the mana tree. The mana tree has a stock photo picture of a tree as the texture of the tree.
Yes.
That sounds awesome. That sounds great. Oh, and something that this did that it's never happened with us before. We keep the Mac Mini on the ground behind the desktop.
Mm-hmm.
Since we were running this SNES emulator in 4K and also 1440p at different points in time, and as I just said, it's a Unity project and it's running all this shit on the GPU, it actually made our Mac Mini run hot.
Mm-hmm.
I had never experienced that before. The most intense thing I've run on my Mac Mini, a Super Nintendo emulator.
Yes, obviously.
Modern year. Fucking incredible. Anyways, that's all I want to say about that. This Friday, we will find the Saboteur. Allegedly. Supposedly. Asterisk, asterisk. As we play the DLC for Mind's Eye. As an opener to a stream where we play Final Fight Streetwise.
Oh.
Yeah. It's going to be a good time. We're making that mistake of playing the Xbox version of a game again.
Yes. You messaged me about being like, should we play FFSW? And I had this moment of fear. I was like, which Final Fantasy did we sign up for?
Final Fantasy Secret Wars.
Final Fantasy Southwest. It's a grill.
Yes.
Did I really shorten it to FFSW just to test you? I'm like, how much does Bob know the names of the game we owe streams for? And I'm just grilling Bob. No shit. One of the things that happens in Pokopia is like Hoot Hoot will walk up and be like, hey, you want to do some trivia? I'm like, sure. And Hoot Hoot goes, Charmander likes dry food or sweet food? And I'm like, fucking, I don't know. Sweet? And then Hoot Hoot's like, good job. You did it. See ya, buddy. And then walks away. And I'm just like, okay. I wonder
Wait a
what
second.
Hoot Hoot would score on the Uma Musume test autism score.
Right? Who's in the game? Now I definitely need to buy it.
Mhm. And now you know. Did you do the Bulbasaur minigame in Pokopia yet? I think I did, but the funnier one was the Drillbur minigame. Drillbur's like, hey, you want to play a really fun game? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? Let's do this. And Drillbur's like, okay, I'm going to look a direction. You look a direction first. I look left and Drillbur looks right. And he's like, ha ha, you lost. I'm like, but
Wow.
I don't. God damn it. Best of 3. And I'm like, no, this is worst of idea. Leave me alone, Drillbur.
I feel really bad because I know that Drillbur is a Pokemon, but the first thing that comes to mind is always this.
What horrible thing are you sending my way? Are
It,
you Bob? You, okay, one moment. Do I have a picture of Pokopia? I don't have a picture of Pokopia. Let me get a picture of Pokopia, because I need chat, because we need to paint your vision on the screen right now. Okay. So what? Oh, of course you're AFIF, you fuck. How about you? Are you AFIF? Please don't be AFIF. Okay, there we go. So, Bob, what we're talking about is I say Drillbur walked up to me, and you see this image in your mind. And then in the image, you see this guy joining at the table? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
You just...
yes, that you just.
I mean, that is
rolled in.
basically how Drillbur looks. Yeah.
We're doing the trivia. Hey,
No, he sounded more like this.
I'm gonna look this way, and then you look the wrong way. Bob, that's not. I'm just gonna put him next to the real Drillbur real quick, so you can.
This is what Pokemon Mondays would have been if you asked me for Drillbur.
I swear they did.
They
You know
probably
what?
did, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up if you had to draw Drillbur at some point, because I'm sure you did.
I can't believe I don't remember every single Pokemon I drew on this nightmare.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, they didn't. They didn't ask you to draw Drillbur. That's insane.
That is crazy, yeah.
They asked you to draw a lot of stuff.
Drillbur's a Gen 5 Pokemon, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, well, it would make sense if it was a Gen 6 Pokemon, because nobody remembers that.
That is not Drillbur, I don't think.
No, that's a sandwich. An alleged sandwich called the Meat Mountain. That's at Arby's. I doubt it, though.
Oh.
Why? Why would you just put that on screen?
Whenever I think of Arby's, I just think of the Simpsons episode where they get stranded on the island. And one of the kids says, I'm so hungry, I could eat at Arby's. And everybody starts acting horrified.
I ate at Arby's yesterday. They sent me coupons, so I thought, oh, I'll get 2 beef and cheddars for $7. What a deal!
Yeah, what a deal.
I ate
2
it.
beef and cheddars for $7. You can eat them. You can feel like a sack of shit, because that's what happens when you eat something from Arby's.
I ate it and it wasn't filling and it didn't taste good.
How wasn't it filling? It's nothing but meat
Yeah,
and cheese.
that is the mystery, isn't it?
Recently,
it's
when
all-
I got the beef and cheddar, they're like, here's your meat. It's like 3 slices.
It's like, this barely qualifies as meat. You don't get to be stingy with it.
Right?
Give
Mhm.
me the pressed organs as much as possible, please.
Please. So, I got like a ton more coupons. Maybe I'll make a mistake tomorrow. Maybe you'll be like, hey, Chad, I bought another thing for Barbies and I'm going to eat it.
Is there at least coupons for dumb gimmick items you can make a mistake on? Those are always the ones I'll fall for.
I don't know, actually. I would have to check.
Oh, that reminds me. I got the Saha Boys breakfast sandwich at McDonald's. I was up early enough one of these days.
Saja? It's a J,
Or-
right? Saja?
I think so. Or is it
Yeah.
Saha? Was
No,
it?
it's Saja.
Saja. It's
Okay.
Korean, not Mexican. It's not Spanish. It's not Latin American. Could you imagine, though? The K-pop girls have to fight a Latin American music group?
That would be pretty funny.
The Saha Blast. Yes, that's what they use. That's their power.
That's a very normal, just biscuit, or not biscuit, it's their McMuffin sausage, egg, and cheese.
Yeah.
But it has a really good spicy sauce.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so I'm kind of like, man, you guys should just always have this. This is just good sauce. I'd even buy like a burger or something with it. Although it is more suited for something spicier like a sausage patty. All around this K-pop Demon Punters, McDonald's stuff has been all their best, some of the best crossover foods I've eaten anywhere.
Yeah, McDonald's should maybe try harder on their foods in general. Oh yeah, this is a great quality image. Yeah, it looks awesome.
Wow, they look
They
great.
should
when
try
you scale
harder
them
on their
up.
goddamn pricing. The one near me no longer has any good deal in the app.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
the individual, God, what are they called? Franchisees can just choose to fuck off with all
But
the
it used
deals.
to. But no, I mean it has literally nothing.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
It has like, if you spend more than $2, you can get a free medium fry.
Wow.
Or if you spend more than $20 on McDelivery, you can get $5 off.
Bob, when are you wearing a shirt like the center guys to Big Think Dimension?
I mean, I guess I can. It's just a pink overshirt and undershirt.
Yeah. Everyone was really impressed by your nice shirt last Friday. Which was fucked up because I just wore my new cardigan and I was like, damn it, I didn't realize this is what it would be contrasted against. I didn't wash my top in time. Saja boots.
Do
Anyway,
I also need to find these in enormous pink glasses?
You absolutely do.
you do. Bob's gonna be like, or Spiff's gonna be like, he comes back to town and he's like, wait, who dressed you while I was gone? Let's see. Did we do anything else? I don't think we did anything else.
Yeah, it feels like there was something else, but I guess not.
No, I don't think there was anything else. Anyways, Final Fight Streetwise tomorrow with the Mind's Eye Saboteur DLC opening. I hope you've got an opening in your heart for the Podlords.
Oh fuck!
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
Podlords.
I hope they don't have to have open heart surgery. That's bad.
Beginning of a new and excitingly different story.
Yes, that's right. The Podlords. Podlords such as BN12, Red Blaze 27. Well, if it isn't the son of a bitch who forced me to learn math.
I'm sure that's some Final Fantasy 14 guy, but I don't know who.
Okay. All right.
Rado. WTF Spider-Man. Mr.
Posted pictures of your kindergarten teacher.
That would be an immaculate bit. We're like, who are these people? Mr. I like spam. Muck Bun. Making sure I said it before that stroke-inducing idea. WTF Spider-Man. Shiny Mew. Chris C. Cooper Tank. And here comes Diana's fist.
Holy shit!
I'm a little sad we didn't get baby on baby violence at the end there. Diana just fucking clocks her.
Indigo Sykes. Tuba American Gaijin. Moon Muse Entertainment. CG16 was ready to get consumed by Shapes 2. And what do you mean a new Zack-like comes out in a week? UVS Nirmana. What is a Zack-like?
Yeah, I'm
I
also.
don't know.
Sarlene. After years of not understanding the appeal of retro achievements, Timothy Pfister got the integration set up on his Mister.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's happening.
Incredible.
Oh, that's bad. That's rough.
Yep. Yep.
There's no way it has pop-ups on screen. You just have to look up your account afterward, I assume.
Oh, no, it also
Right.
has like a UI thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh. And it has hardcore support. I think the only thing that's going right now is NES, but they're working on more. Oh, is this how it happens? The Hard M. Bearded Joe. So the Chinese have review bombed Slay the Spire 2 so much it dropped to mostly negative over a beta rebalance to infant.
There is a letter limit, folks.
Uh-huh.
News segment trying to invade Podlords. I don't. But yeah, I was curious what happened with Slay the Spire 2's review bombing.
It seems like they just nerfed a really good build,
Yeah.
which it's an early access game.
Right?
Yeah, no,
I'm kind
early access,
I'm
sure,
kind of
whatever.
surprised that like Valve is usually pretty quick about pulling out those reviews. I guess they must be sleeping on it a little bit.
Cleochrome. Oh my god, I can't believe this happened again. Double Fine released a new live service multiplayer game last Thursday and you didn't report on it? You fucking hack frauds! It's multiplayer
We
only.
didn't know.
Oh, no, I knew. I
knew,
didn't care.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's a
I didn't
multiplayer
know.
only thing.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think it's live service. I think it's just friend slop.
Yeah, it's just a multiplayer-oriented, goofy, fun time game. That's it.
Did we not talk about it?
we talked
No,
about
we
it
did
back
not
when it was
talk about
announced.
it. Yeah, back when it was announced. Unfortunately, they decided it should be $10, and it's like, I'm sorry, friend slop games have to be $5, be that $5 or $8. Unfortunately, $20 is $30.
The beginning of a new and excitingly different
Apple Gothic says vampire crawlers and the long name is bird approved. And they
Oh yeah, I actually
slap.
played a ton of that this week, and I totally forgot to talk about it.
Oh jeez.
That's because it's just mashing a button that gives you a dopamine rush, and like there's nothing else. Just mash, 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 mash.
I have to think about it a little bit.
You won't
little
be
bit.
missed. Rip, bozo.
That is one
Oh.
of the currencies in Final Fantasy XIV that they are phasing out.
Oh, the currency. I thought it was actually the way the menu looked.
No, it's well, like there's these things in Final Fantasy XIV called tomestones, which I think are basically smartphones, but they're also like a currency that you get for, and you use it to buy armor pieces or whatever.
Iskandar.
He's
Yeah,
real cool.
that's sure how he looks. They sure made Ganondorf into him in Hyrule Warriors.
They did.
Different
They should make
dimension
another
demon,
Hyrule
Zero
Warriors.
demise, Zero king, Machine X.
Oh my god.
Why does
Yeah,
it
he's-
have zero in its name twice?
Because it's the Zero Wing Gundam.
I was gonna say yeah, he's real gay, but it's actually yeah, she's real gay.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Looking respectfully. Good Lucario thinks onions are good.
Still?
Okay. Bold. Play the Nine Souls. My final message. Good yay.
That game apparently
no.
is going to PS Plus next week.
Oh,
So you can play 9 Souls without pay 9 Souls if you already have that subscription.
I mean, I'm certainly more likely to play it that way than on PC.
Digital Basic. Good. You tell me
and excitingly different
what the hell's going on here. Good. You opened this message. This isn't actually Zatch Scrimblow guy. He's busy tending to what's left of Victor Reem's melon farm.
Okay, so
What?
in Mass Effect 3, they introduce a guy named Kai Ling. This is him being pictured. And he's supposed to be a real cool ninja man that works for the antagonist. So you have a boss fight with him and you just wash him, like you beat his shit in. And then like his gunship comes in and shoots at you while he runs away.
Oh, so he's silent.
And then he sends you an email talking about how he totally owned you and he's looking forward to killing you later. Like, it's like, this message is bundled on. Good, you opened this message. You escaped last time. I look forward to our next meeting. It ends with your death.
The story is true.
Andrew.
Tell them all I was not owned.
Lone Gargoyle. Hey, Noel, did you know there's a kind of fish called... Actually, no, never mind. Don't worry about it. Picture unrelated.
I don't get it. But I guess I won't worry about it.
Why can't you just be normal?
Wow.
It took a little while, but I'm finally on Linux. Bazite specifically, Lamau, get fucked, Windows.
Congratulations.
I'm really not looking forward to when I have to do that.
Did you hear
Right.
Ubuntu started integrating AI shit?
Oh, come on.
Morons. Absolute
Yeah.
morons. Sadistic,
We're trying to get out
autistic.
of hell.
Yuki EXE and Ando Y. Thank you very much to our podlords.
Thank you, Podlords.
Thank you, Podlord.
Podlords.
And if you'd like to become a Podlord, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/GBpodcast. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to many benefits, such as early access to Chugging Bleach, our show where we review all of Bleach, which will be coming back, oh god, soon. Extended content for other shows we do when indeed such content exists to be given to you. An entire movie called Isolation 119, a full feature-length film about a man going into Thailand to drink a lot of beers, get a tax write-off on his vacation to Thailand, pick fights with the locals, and after all that, solve the injuring of his brother. Not the death, just the injuring. You also get a patron-funded show, either a public show where we watch some hideous dog shit and patrons get a commentary track, or a private show where patrons vote between 4 good movies and then we watch and discuss it, and other benefits sometimes. Patreon.com/GBpodcast. If you don't have any money, it always helps immensely to spread the word, tell your friends, rate us on Thursdays, rate us on your podcasting app of choice, and leave a comment and subscribe if you listen on YouTube that way right now. Patreon.com/GBpodcasts.
We're there again.
Yeah, as always.
Oh, but this time I'm joined by the Sacha boys. And all my co-hosts are gone except for half of Aggro. What?
Can you get rid of them? They're kind of unsettling me.
Don't be afraid. I
I
think
keep
that one
waiting
over
for the
there is indie.
FMV to on pause.
Oh, welcome back, Trevor.
Welcome back. Industry burning down segment. News. Go.
So Spiders, the developers of Greedfall, Bound by Flame, and Technomancer, and various other games, are likely to close as floundering parent Nacon can't find anyone willing to buy them. Update, they have closed.
Yeah.
So a completely like functional dev studio whose games made money, who I think were about to release the sequel to Greedfall, a game that made money. Oh no, it came out. Okay, so at least it came out. At least their last game came out and wasn't canceled 2 months before. But they couldn't find anybody to buy them, which I think is like kind of the story around the industry. It's like nobody wants to invest money in it anymore.
Yeah, nobody wants to put money into games. It's not cool and hip anymore.
I mean, the world's smartest people keep saying that AI is just going to make games automatically.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
you
like,
don't need to invest in that.
good from the angle of all these people are human scum. Bad from the angle that the purse strings are going to be closed for a while. Maybe longer, because the thing everybody is spending money on might lead to nobody having any money for an extended period of time.
What? No way.
I don't know anything about Sony's age verification.
So Sony's going to be launching later this year age verification in the UK because of the UK laws and stuff using image-based age verification. They're going through a company that already has had problems and already leaked data and already everything's a fucking nightmare. Everything's a fucking nightmare. That's your fucking news story.
Yeah.
The fact that we have the dumbest people in the world constantly pushing for this like it's going to protect anyone while not actually doing things that are actual abuses of children is really transparent.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see. One of the princes of the United Kingdom. And let's perhaps look at a high-ranking official who was Jeffrey Epstein's best friend and might perhaps them being assigned to that high position might cause the collapse of the current British government. Let's ignore all that. You have to give me pictures of your genitalia before you can use the internet. It's important, I promise.
Uh-huh.
At the same time, did you see that it's a dating service for trans girls? I wrote it and I'm a cishet man and it's fine actually. Anyways, there's identification on this platform.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we're British.
By the way, they're UK-based running servers in the USA, and there's definitely nothing wrong here. Anyways, you'll voluntarily just identify yourself as a trans girl, right? Or a trans person.
Three-letter glow so bright, as they say.
So bright. So bright. You can see it through the night. Fucking nightmare. Anyways, Gamers Nexus Consumer Advocacy YouTube channel has a whole video about the PlayStation scan face to play shit. Basically, they'll still let you buy games and play the games, but you can't use the party system, you can't use DMs, you can't use a number of different things, you can't use any of the user-generated content features of any game until you send them a picture of your face and identifying information.
Wow, most of that is completely worthless. The only thing I've ever seen PlayStation DMs used for is me being added to them against my will by con artists.
Yep.
Yep.
So while this is horrible, at least it doesn't actually infringe on any of the parts you would probably actually want to use, unless you are using the party system for multiplayer gaming on the PlayStation 5.
Which is possible.
You could be, yeah. You can send invites to shit through that. And that is, as of yet, just the UK. Because of what's going on. Yes, the UK and Ireland. Chris, let's continue.
Okay, People Can Fly acquires Cool Down Games. Cool Down Games is a publisher formed by people from Gearbox Publishing that was formed at the end of 2024. They have yet to publish anything. People Can Fly is buying them so they can get back into publishing.
This is weird.
Traditionally, isn't the point of being a publisher that you have money?
Usually.
Yeah, right?
So if you don't have money, why would a company that has the money to buy a publishing company need to buy the publishing company?
Maybe they have the employees and technology that makes it
that's
not
the only
People Can
thing I
Fly's
can
problem.
think of.
Right? Like
That's the only thing I can think of is like you don't have to set it up yourself first.
Maybe that would have helped a lot of the people who did make this mistake, like Platonic Labs or whatever.
Or
countless people in the industry did this at the indie level, and it went terribly.
What is Yacht Club?
Right. Oh yeah, they also did that. It's like, man, every company tried to get into it.
It's like people can fly or who
Uh-huh.
are People Can Fly? People Can Fly are Painkiller, right? Painkiller and
Painkiller
Gears of War
and-
Judgment.
Right,
And the
which I think they're also working on a
Outriders.
new Gears game now.
Yes, they
too.
are. I assume they are making basically all of it because Xbox.
Right.
Pretty safe assumption.
Assassin's Creed Hex game director Benoit Richer leaves Xbox. 50 other members of the team have been moved to an inter-project team and have 3 months to find another game they can work on. rumor according to IG and a credible Assassin's Creed insider, they're removing the magical abilities. Just cancel the game.
Yeah, right. It's like, what are you
Just
talking
cancel it.
about?
That's what the
witches.
game was about.
Yeah,
There
there's even a
insanely
lore
stupid.
reason you could do that with the magic, like, MacGuffins in this universe,
or the animus glitches.
Right?
right?
Just
The game
I mean-
went a
I mean-
different direction. We're playing the witch hunters now.
I mean, they're doing that. I mean, they're doing this, so it's probably in a state of development hell anyway,
Right.
which is probably relevant to the next rumor. They're doing an Assassin's Creed 1 remake.
Why?
Let me help you out. Don't. There's a
I-
reason that nobody talks about that game and you never re-released it.
So
Yeah, I even like one. Why would you remake that?
Like, I thought that was basically what Mirage was. Like, it's not a remake, but it's clearly like, here's our homage to the first one.
Mhm.
Just make Mirage 2.
No.
Or Mirage subtitle, Assassin's Creed Mirage, whatever.
Maybe this is their way of like, we want to bring back Desmond, but we have no idea how. It's like, just make a new game with Desmond, then explain it in that.
He's fucking dead. He died.
Right? But we want him back.
That would be the biggest sign to me that, like, they're doomed. Ubisoft is doomed. It's like, we're going all in on the modern day plot of Assassin's Creed again. It's like,
See, I feel like that's a half measure. Like I have been waiting for years for Assassin's Creed to announce in a game that all of the modern day segments were also in an Animus, and the year is like 3052.
Jesus. That would be funny.
like you don't release these games fast enough anymore to have like a meta plot like that.
Yeah.
I was, when they first did this series, they were like, well, clearly we're going to get to do modern day stuff eventually, right? Like, you're going to make a modern day assassin game, and that never happened.
Yeah, and then I think they went even further and said at some point, cars break the Animus, so we'll never do an Assassin's Creed game in a time period that has cars. I forget their exact logic. It was something like the act of riding in a car like screws up the Animus. So
Oh my god!
The planet hates
I need to
tomatoes.
I need to double check and make sure I am not just talking absolute bullshit.
Does that make Henry Ford a Templar?
Yes. But only you were smart enough to figure it out. Now go kill him.
God, I'd play that game, whatever it is.
You know, we just sent away the honorary Trevor Moore, the industry is burning down face that has no meaning or subtext to it. I figure it's worth noting they put out the trailer for that Resident Evil movie made by Zach, was it Kreger, the other major guy from What Is Kid You Know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so people can go look that up. I just figured now would be a good time to talk about that.
You could watch a really great movie that also has Trevor Moore in it.
You talking?
Okay, a court. Yes, I'm talking about the horrible movie.
You're talking
Miss
God,
March.
Miss March. I haven't seen it. Maybe it's great.
Maybe it's great.
Okay, so according to a Black Flag Easter egg, cars don't work in the Animus because the semi-catatonic state of driving hinders memory retrieval.
What the fuck are you talking about? That's insane.
Abstergo Entertainment, which manages the Animus, avoids modern settings because driving makes data retrieval difficult, and in-game driving simulations are inefficient.
What the fuck are you?
That is a series of words.
That's hilarious.
Good job.
Now, since they're remaking it, if that Easter egg's still in, then we'll know that they're still committed to that.
But yeah, that trailer for the new Resident Evil movie looked really good. I was excited to see, like, oh, this is just kind of having the tone of a Resident Evil, and there's creepy, cool monsters. Like, that's important to Resident Evil.
Like fat guy in a sewer. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite Resident Evil monster. Yeah. This was kind of like, do we stick it in industry burning down? What do we do with it? So this is kind of like the tail end of it. So we ran into a bunch of shit in the last week or so. Where it's like, did Sony deploy a new DRM? Well, it turns out Sony trying to circumvent people doing a refund workaround to keep licenses for games but get their money back made it so that way when you buy a digital game, you get a temporary license technically. And then after what sounded like originally 2 weeks, but is now apparently 1 month, is what I'm hearing elsewhere, they properly digitally bestow the permanent license. So if you're not connected to the internet, a full 30 days, but I heard 2 weeks later, after you buy a new digital game, this is something that just happened, it won't give you the permanent license. This is fucking insane.
Sucks.
Oh, this is fucking insane. GameSpot reached out for a comment. The Sony phrasing is players can continue to access and play their purchased games as usual. A one-time online check is required to confirm the game's license, after which no further check-ins are required. How much were you getting fucked by this a refund workaround that you're now screwing everyone?
Right.
So it has to do a check after 30 days, and then after that, it will not need to check again.
Yes, that's
Right.
what
I
happened.
interpreted the statement as it checks immediately after you buy it.
No,
No.
apparently this it checks after a certain timer. Now, I heard it was 2 weeks because that's literally what the refund window is.
Hey,
But-
Sony, literally nobody is doing this enough for this to be a concern that you needed to do this for.
Uh-huh.
The scheme that this is meant to prevent requires like multiple jailbroken consoles.
Yeah, I feel like
You
this-
have never lost a single sale because of this happening. Fuck you.
I'm seeing people confused in chat. No, this would mean if you bought a game less than a month before they closed the store, that game would be rendered unplayable. All your other games would be fine. Because again,
Assuming they did not do some kind of update to do that if they were closing the store.
right. Because again, it's only games that wouldn't be able to check in with the server once 2 weeks or a month after purchase. This isn't going to do anything for them on getting money back, and it just complicates the issue. And we're now having this conversation, and everyone's assuming digital games, you don't own them on PlayStation, which, you know, the argument can be made you don't own digital games, but it's a shitty level of DRM that should not be here, and it's stupid and makes no sense.
Yeah.
God.
But if removing random barriers like this, no, never.
So I talked about it a bit on, I think our Friday stream, possibly these Super Z SNES streams, and one of the 5 No Slam streams I did in the week since last week, but and in general, late last year we got stuff coming out of Sony, Microsoft, saying that they realized Windows was in trouble and it needed to be fixed. Windows Central in the last week did an interview where they talked to them about a number of different initiatives in there. The funniest thing to come out of this was the gaming end of Windows is now benchmarking the performance of Windows games against Steam OS games. They're now like, that's the benchmark. And I'm like, motherfucker, it should run better natively on the system it's designed for than the thing with the workaround. What do you mean
Right?
that's the benchmark?
Yeah, that's so wild.
This shit's
Like,
so
no,
insane.
we just need to be a little better than that.
Yeah, no, you don't have to be good. You just have to be better and enough, or at least not too much worse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all a part of what they're calling the Windows K2. It's being called Windows K2 internally. It's not a new version of Windows. It's just them trying to unshitify Windows. So I want to just put this down here. When all of Microsoft is getting behind the decision to make their platform less shit, to make Windows less shit, that means you can stop defending Windows 11, weird contrarians. When the multi-billion, when the $1 trillion company that makes the product admits the product is bad, that means you can stop now.
At some point, Microsoft needs to just make like a normal person version of Windows.
So part of their initiatives here is to make Windows Explorer and other things more performant and less shitty. It is them removing AI from various elements of their programs across
Should
the
be
entire
all of them.
OS. Uh-huh.
Because it costs you money and you're not making any of it back from that. And
sounds like it
and
sounds
Sam
like it is.
Altman's about to kill himself, and Larry Ellison will also do that because all of his wealth is directly tied to Anthropic, which is or not Anthropic, but Oracle, which is directly attached to OpenAI.
Anyway, so no one gets to defend Windows 11 ever again, and if they do, just bring up the fact that Microsoft has a giant initiative to fix it because it's a fucking piece of shit. You can,
it's bad when they have to, like, the dinosaur starts moving around.
So you just tell them this, you inform them this, and then tell them, hey, it's okay. You can find a personality. It's not too late. You don't need to make dying on a hill for Windows your thing. You can let Windows Central do that. They're very good.
They'll do that all day.
And they'll do that. That's about all they do.
They have got it covered.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, what's up?
I met someone recently whose dad worked on Windows ME.
Oh my.
Okay.
I made a joke
How was that?
because they worked on Windows ME, they were exiled, right? And they're like, actually, they did leave with Microsoft after that, and I laughed so hard.
Man,
Anyways.
imagine if Microsoft was a company where like working on something bad hurt you.
Right.
Right?
Imagine if any company was like that.
Wow.
I think about Windows ME and how much that sucked.
Uh-huh.
But I also remember opening the file explorer and it didn't take like 10, 20 seconds to load what's in the folder.
Uh-huh.
Like it worked on a basic level better than Windows 11.
No, not for me, young man. I will take 11 over that burning piece of shit every day of the week.
Hey, look, it crashed half the time I booted it. But when it booted, it worked.
What version? What are we talking about?
ME.
ME's like the most
thank God I
notoriously
never-
awful version of Windows.
I went from like 98 to XP.
The three worst versions of
Yeah.
Windows are Windows ME, Windows 8, and Windows 11. There you go. Thank you and good night.
Mhm.
If you disagree, fill out the
There
comment
wasn't-
section.
There wasn't a Windows 9, was there?
Nope. 8,
No.
8.1, 10.
Was 8 really that bad? Was 8 worse
Yes.
than Vista?
8 was really bad.
8 was terrible. They tried to make it a tablet OS.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. They did try to do that.
Yeah, 8.1 is the one where they were like, okay, it's a normal computer again. Sorry.
We just got a little crazy there.
We
It's
just
fine.
ruined things a lot because we wanted new users, because we're insane, because we're driven by shareholders. See you for Windows 11. And then they left. Anyway. Yeah, that's it for my news. Hey, Agro, you got any news?
I had one little bit that may have to do with future streams.
Oh, yeah?
As it turns out, the era of reckoning is upon us. The saboteurs are running for the hills. The Mind's Eye blacklisted DLC is out.
Wow.
The truth is out there. Except it's I mean you're gonna find out, but it's it didn't exactly blow the whole case wide open. They may have
What?
They may have really like subtly name checked one of the people they've been accusing of being part of a vast criminal conspiracy.
Wow, that's
and then
huge.
the rest of it is a really, really shitty Hitman level written by an 8-year-old.
Ooh.
That makes absolutely no fucking sense.
How exciting.
I have watched videos of gameplay and thought, oh, this doesn't look very good. Very rarely do I watch videos of gameplay and feel embarrassed for the people who made it.
It's going to be a good stream.
Yeah,
We'll
very
see y'all
excited.
tomorrow
It'll be
for
very
that.
funny if by tomorrow they take it down, so we can't even open the stream with it.
Don't make that joke.
I don't know, like you start it up, but it's like, this section will not save your progress. You have to play it all
that working?
in one thing.
Yeah, that sure sounds like Mind's Eye. That sounds like that game I played.
Yeah, no, that game
Um,
has all sorts of weird problems you wouldn't expect.
People were telling me that that on LinkedIn, all the lawyers that were formerly associated with Build a Rocket Boy left right as this
Oh, that's
DLC
rough.
went up.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move to Bob for news. Hey, Bob.
Hey, what's going on? I got some news.
You got some news?
That Steam controller got announced. Like the release date's May 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And it's $100.
It's a $100 controller.
May the $100 controller be with you.
May the forthcoming bankruptcy not ruin you. $100.
$100.
$100. Now, in response to
I'm
this,
sorry, $99.
no, it's
That's
$100.
the
Anyway, in response to this, I started freaking out and going like, $75 is too much for a dual sense. That's fucking insane. $100 fucking dollars. So I look it up and we're talking about it. The Switch Pro 2 controller got a price raise. It's $90 now.
Yeah, that's ludicrous.
Mhm.
Insane.
It's fucking insane.
The Steam no controller should cost $100, but the Steam controllers is for weirdos.
I mean, they can get
What?
away with it for those weirdos, but that's about
Like
it.
no, like it's explicitly people are like, I want to play a game from 2003 on a controller. I want to play Age of Empires 1 with a trackpad and gyroscopes.
Sure, but I'm looking at that D-pad and those buttons, and we're hearing from people, oh, it's a good D-pad. It's like the Steam Decks, and I'm like, whoa.
Whoa.
Those statements do not correlate. You cannot combine that into one cogent vision.
Well, you see, I don't play games that use the D-pad, so it has to be fine.
It's the D-pad, sir, so it's fine. It's shaped like one. Just like the Super Nintendo.
Wow, that's awesome. That means it's good. It does rechargeable batteries now, which honestly is a downside in my opinion. I really did get one over by the Xbox paradigm of shoving AA's in. But it has
Gamers Nexus did a video where apparently it's super easy to replace that rechargeable battery in it.
It is. If you take apart the controller, it's super easy to replace the rechargeable battery. Yes. And it has a charging latch that's interesting. It just magnetically clips into the back of the controller and charges it.
And apparently syncs the controller to your system pretty well too with that.
Also, it helps that it's not Bluetooth standard wireless, that it is using that puck in order to do data, I suppose. Or there is a puck that does the data element of it. The latency seems all right, but that's because you didn't put an overclocked DualSense or a GameSir on that chart. Gamers Nexus has a pretty decent review of the device. It's worth noting it does have TMR joysticks, which is even better than Hall Effect, as I understand it. This is to prevent, stick drift and also lower the power draw. And the battery life's supposed to be something like 36 hours or something insane.
Yeah.
Which makes it quite difficult to test when it's that long. But it's $100 fucking dollars because everything's fucking insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
I couldn't imagine as a kid being like, in the future, controllers will cost $100. It's like, I destroyed two N64 controllers. What do you mean?
Right? That reminds me the Pro controller for the Switch 2 came up.
Mm-hmm.
I actually played a little bit of Overwatch 2 on the Switch 2 because I thought that came out.
Yeah.
That is surprisingly good. Like, that game actually runs on the Switch 2, which I didn't expect for some reason.
Uh-huh.
And also, it has the motion controls work with it, which they don't even have that on the PS5 version.
Really?
Yeah, so you can do like aiming with your analog stick and then doing fine-tune adjustments with the motion.
Huh.
It's a really neat way to play that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I might want to check that out.
They also redid the way auto aim works on console version. I don't remember ever being this like aggressive.
Hmm.
It was aggressive in a bad way when I tried it on the Xbox way back.
Okay.
In Overwatch 1 days.
Right. It definitely felt different than it did back then when I played the
feel like-
PlayStation version.
I feel like even when Overwatch 2 launched, it felt different by then. But, still. Anyway.
I got more news. What's up?
In a different era, I honestly would get the Steam controller just so it can make us doing PC stuff a little bit easier on stream. But it's $100 fucking dollars, so probably not. Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, I like that they're like, oh yeah, it's also going to be bundled with the Steam
Machine.
or Steam machine. Is it called that?
It's a good name. We'll use it
But
again.
we don't know. We don't know when that's coming because everything sucks.
Yep. If only we could solve this.
If only.
They should have gone with the Gabe Cube. And then people go, why is it called that? And you go, well, it's made by a guy whose name is Gabe. And then they go, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Simple enough.
works for me. We got more news about 45 Parabellum Bloodhound. Which is
Okay.
that Parasite Eve-like that looks good.
Yes.
Not the one starring Saber.
But she's so
That
blonde.
comes out either this summer or fall. They did a trailer for it, and it was releasing summer and fall, and it was like shifting between the two text-wise.
Oh, that's funny. Cool.
So yeah, it's looking really neat. We got 2 new games announced from Sunsoft.
Ooh.
Route 16R, which is a weird Pac-Man style maze game, but you're playing as a car, and also there's a giant robot doing something. It's a sequel to a game that came out in 1981. They're also doing a collection of the first 2 games, which I think were both in 1981, at
of
least
course,
as far as what I
it's-
could figure out.
It's an arcade game with this genre of maze. Of
Yes.
course, this shit's from 81.
And yeah, it looks like actually a legit sequel to that game with new graphics and such.
That's cool. You know why
Yeah.
they call them Sunsoft?
They're always hard.
Because they're moon hard. Cool robot.
Cool robot. I don't know how the robot's going to play into the maze at all. And the other game they actually announced, is we were ending Big Think last week.
Uh-huh.
Hard Edge Warzone, which is a 4 versus 4 real-time tactical card battler, kind of in the vein of Metal Gear Acid. I thought that was kind of neat, other than it being a 4v4, which probably means this is going to suck completely. But then I looked up footage of the original game it's based on, which was called Trag, which is TRAG with periods between it in North America.
Okay.
And that game is just the Resident Evil-like.
What?
Yeah, that looks really cool, actually. It has all these same character designs and stuff, but it's just a Resident Evil-like, instead of being some nightmare multiplayer in the thing.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing here. It feels honestly like something you would make for Japanese arcades, not something you would make to release to people, like regular people.
What are you trying to say about Japanese arcade denizens? You saying they're not normal?
They are not normal. I played some of those games at MagFest. They are not for normal people.
What else,
So yeah, I
Bob?
honestly just get super upset looking at this now.
Yeah, that's fair. I want to see this other game, this Trag game.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to. I downloaded the ROM. I need to play it. I don't know if my emulator for PlayStation 1's working on the Mister right now. But the demo for Hard Edge Warzone, comes out June 15th to June 22nd because it's part of Steam Next Fest, baby.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Steam Next Fest. It always looms.
It does. We're never safe for long.
What were you going to say, Chris?
Nothing. I just
Okay.
made a sound.
Oh, okay.
Disgaea Mayhem launches July 23rd in the West. And that's the game that wasn't called Disgaea at all in Japan, but it's like made by the guys devs, and it's an action game. It looks really bad, but I'm buying it day one.
Cool.
It is the Final Fantasy X 25th anniversary, and we have new merch. Also, you're old.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry,
What?
you're old now.
What? No.
Your favorite Final Fantasy game is 25-year-old. Look at yourself.
Mine is older than that, so this
Yeah, I'm
this
like, wait a
rolls
minute.
off me like water.
Wait a
Right,
minute.
I know.
I haven't even played this one. I'm looking forward to that stream. I have an espresso maker now. I'm invincible.
Wow, 25 years since the last well-received mainline entry. I wonder what's wrong with your franchise.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do.
But
Yeah.
anyway, for this, they're doing some cool plushes, an art book, and a vinyl soundtrack. All
You know what
pretty
else
neat.
you should do? A
What?
new version of it that isn't banged up.
Yeah, that'd be
Square
nice.
Enix, you could be doing that with a lot of things right now.
We have look forward to news later in this. UFE 6 was announced.
UFC 6?
Yeah, UFC 6. Like the
Yeah.
octagon, the ring.
Yeah,
they fight
I'm
in it.
aware of.
We're really up to 6?
Yeah, we're only up to 6. I was also kind of baffled. 5 came out in 2023. They are not getting these things out on a regular basis.
Huh.
So yeah, it comes out June 19th. I wonder how weird it's going to be. No reason. Anyway, the really big news this week. Rugrats Retro Rewind Collection is coming out. It's going to be on PS5, Switch, and I guess that's it, just those two. But it has 6 amazing Rugrat games you all grew up with and love. We got Rugrats, The Search for Reptar.
That is indeed one I grew up with.
Launched in 1998 for the PlayStation console. This is the Rugrats' first adventure, taking them through a jigsaw puzzle mystery.
Mm.
What? That is not what that game is.
This is what they wrote on their website. What do I?
Why did they write that?
Did they?
It's a game where you run around and do like action levels, and at the end of each one, you get a puzzle piece.
That's incredible. The Rugrats movie, based on the movie of the same name, this catalog of capers was originally available on Game Boy and Game Boy Color, and finds the Rugrats on a mission to seek out the missing dill pickles. Is that also false?
I didn't play that one, so I would not know.
Okay.
Catalog of capers is not a phrase a human should write.
Rugrats Time Travelers, a punchy platformer launched in 1999 for the Game Boy Color, where adventures begin in a toy store with a mysterious yet irresistible time machine. Rugrats Studio Tour, a 1990 action-adventure title that initially launched on PlayStation, saw the crew exploring a variety of film sets in a movie studio packed with danger and intrigue.
I did beat that one on stream. It has a part where where the fat security guard is like, "Oh no, the baby went behind that door, but I don't have the key. You better do all this shit to get the key, literal infant." And then you get the key, and the door opens, and there is another door behind it that has 25 keyholes on it in a 5x5 grid. And he goes, "You only need one key for this door. I don't remember which keyhole it is, though. So you just have to stuff it with keys, and it's pure chance on how long it takes to open you." And on my stream, it was the very first key I tried.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think we played that too because you said that.
When this comes out, I will probably stream all of these all the PS1 ones anyway. I don't give a shit about Game Boy ones. Fuck that.
Game Boy one's like Rugrats in Paris, the movie. This title, another fun movie spinoff, was first available on Game Boy Color, PlayStation, and N64, and brings the team to an exciting theme park in Paris where adventures beckon.
Why not give us like every version of these? Why only give us like specific, like you just said it had a PS1 version? Why not give it that one too?
I think it actually is all of the versions for these.
I
think it's because otherwise, why would they list all the versions?
Because they're limited run games.
Oh my god, you're right. Rugrats Castle Capers releases only for Game Boy Advance in 2001. The Rugrats have received their stolen toys from Angelica, who is holding them hostage in a fortress-like playground set. There are lots of Rugrats games. I had no idea there were this many.
Oh yeah,
It was big.
Yeah, they were popular.
Yeah, I knew the show was popular, but Jesus, I didn't think it lasted this long even.
I'm not sure if you knew this about them. They got all growed up.
I heard about
Okay,
that.
they do have multiple versions. So the ones that have like 5th gen console versions do have those versions in.
Okay, that's good. It's an all-inclusive collection. You get everything Rugrats related.
Wow.
Now the read a headline that really excited me. Raito versus Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. Whoa, that's crazy.
That sounds like a sick fucking game.
A special live concert announced.
Oh, that's
Yep.
August 23rd in Yokohama. It was very much that Bart dead in the meme. They even made special artwork for this. And I was like, oh man, that's so cool. Look. Oh, okay. I see. Shot One Fighters is announced for PC. It's a roguelike one-on-one fighter that's single player. It has pick 3 elements. It's on Kickstarter now. It looks kind of neat, but also it's just a pile of like popular tropes that kind of suck.
Huh. Someone in chat is alleging that Rugrats' theme song is probably the most heard song by Mark Mothersbaugh. To which I must remind you, he made Whip It.
Whip It. Yeah, Whip It's
Yeah,
right there.
Whip
I
It.
don't know
Yeah,
if that can ever be beaten.
like I'm
But-
sorry.
I understand your suggestion. I get it. But Whip It definitely takes this.
He's the front man of Devo. Like, fucking come on.
Yeah, but Whip It's huge, and I'm trying to think of another Devo song that's pop like that level.
There isn't. I think that's absolutely their peak.
No, I'm sure there's.
Yeah,
There's one.
for example, that Devo song in 2007 or 2008 that was like, "Don't test me, bro, boo-doo-doo. Don't test me, bro, doo-doo-doo." This is a real song. I'm not making this up. It'd be pretty incredible if I made shit up like that on this. Remember that
Right.
time that fucking ancient band came back and started yelling memes, and everyone's like, Weezer?
Yeah, no, that's the only notable Devo song. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Whip It.
Yeah.
It's Whip It.
Thick as Thieves is launching May 20th on Steam for $5.
Oh.
This is that guy, or made by that Warren Spector guy.
Mhm.
You know, the guy who completely on his own made Deus Ex.
Oh, Warren Spector, the creator of Deus Ex.
Yes.
Or
he did that
Dave
himself.
Sex.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That guy.
They're calling this an introductory campaign.
Okay.
It's got 16 missions across 2 maps
Okay.
and at least 4 hours of content, it says.
This definitely smacks of we changed it from a multiplayer game to a single player / co-op game and did not have enough content once we
Yup.
did that to do anything more than this. $5, please. It's not a lot. Please, 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 please,
Yeah.
please.
This
Yeah.
was the base of their service game.
This is kind of
Real
crazy. to
smart
be
to
like,
make it $5.
you've been working on this long. You've made 2 maps. What are you talking about?
Hey, so about how everyone trying to reinvent the wheel Okay, so I was taking a shower the other day. I was deeply musing on the fucking industry. I was just thinking about it in my fucking fugue state of depression. As I realized, hey, maybe all these games, these live service games, wouldn't burn up the way they are if we weren't trying to invent new scams with each of them, it feels like. If you just had
Yeah.
a normal game that had a normal relationship and a normal content structure and just made a fucking video game, you would have spent 6 years in development trying to invent the new heroin.
Yeah, you could have made a game, released it, and then made another game, and then the people would buy that one too. There's
Whoa.
this sort of thing has been happening for decades,
It worked
we-
before.
but we forgot. God,
Fucking
2 level.
crazy. But anyways, at least Thick as Thieves is only coming out for $5. So
Yeah,
honestly,
at least it's
that
only
price-
$5.
At that price, why the fuck not? Right?
Right? Yeah, no, that's a fine price for the amount of content. It's really just like this is all you had made. That's sad.
Maybe this is all they've converted so far.
Here's
Hopefully.
here's what we need to do though. Okay, we need to be like, oh, Warren Spector heard us. Shorter game for less money, made by fewer people. That's definitely what the development was like on this one.
Of course.
I mean, it could be that he plans to still spool it out like a service game.
right. That's also a
DLC pack,
possibility.
DLC pack, DLC pack.
Entirely
Like,
possible.
you still have to buy it though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
of course.
episodic gaming.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. You know, the car Power Wash Simulator is basically that concept, right? You buy the core game, you get a few things, and then they have 10 million DLCs.
Right. I guess if you keep each one $5, that's pretty acceptable.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
basically the walkabout mini golf model.
Yeah, and it's a good model. It's respectable.
Way too many games want to have the full price game and then still sell you expensive DLC,
Yep.
which is crazy. It's like, bro, I already spent $70 or $60 for this. I'm 30 or 40 years old. What are you talking about?
God damn you, bum! One day.
No.
Fine, I'm pushing the fucking Aqua Teen button.
Which one of you guys have been playing? It's Moonchild for a freaking week.
Okay, anyways, Bob, let's move on.
We had 2 games leaked by rating boards.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of Elusive Age Definitive Edition rated for Switch 2 in Taiwan.
Who wants to make a bet on whether or not there's any upgrade path?
Oh god,
Because S
doubt
was
it.
invented for the Switch.
it was. I don't think they're gonna have an upgrade
No,
path. I
no.
also don't think they're gonna improve this in any way,
Probably not. No.
other than
probably
it'll
just
run
be-
better.
It'll
in
be
high
the
res.
PS4 version, basically.
Right.
Right.
Man. Another one of those games where it's like the definitive edition is
that's
just
what-
one big nut mess.
And that's what I was screaming about earlier, this exact game. It's like, could you just make a version that has the high fidelity models and the quality of life shit? You fucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
For the love of
ludicrous,
God.
guys. The Switch 2 could run those higher level assets. They were made for the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
It would almost certainly make more money if you did that,
Oh, yeah, because I would buy it.
right?
And I know a lot of people who would, because, man, we would all really like a definitive version of 11 and 8,
Yep.
you assholes.
I remember a lot of people talking about like, no, I'm not going to buy it until they put this and this in the game, and those people will rise and shake off the dust of ages and pull out their wallets.
I will buy that game if they release a version that's just like, yeah, this is the definitive version. Like for real.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We put definitive in the name, sir. That's it. It's definitive now.
that's not enough.
Another game leaked by ratings boards, Tales of Eternia Remastered, rated in Europe. That's cool. I like seeing more weirder Tales games.
What was Eternia originally on?
It was on the PS1, but they was localized as Destiny 2.
Oh,
So then when they
that.
actually made Destiny 2, things got complicated.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember there being some weird thing about that. When are they going to do Destiny 1 2?
Probably
well.
soon.
Yeah, no, they actually do seem to be going through these.
Yeah,
Some part
we're
of
getting one
Bandai
like
Namco
every
woke
6
up.
months.
Hasbro owned the Eternia copyright? What the fuck?
Oh, because of He-Man.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that's
So
hilarious.
Dumb. So dumb.
Oh, the Sega Universe Initiative has been announced. What is it? I don't know. They
I can
have
tell you what it is. I know from years and years of pattern recognition.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Soundtracks, pop-up cafes, concerts, merchandise collaborations, mobile game collaborations, and most likely nothing you give a shit about.
Yep. But this is their
Prove me
celebration
wrong,
of
Sega. You're free to prove me wrong.
anniversaries for various very old Sega games. Fantasy Zone 40th anniversary, Outruns 40th anniversary, Streets of Rage 35th anniversary, Rent a Hero 35th anniversary, Guardian Heroes 30th anniversary, Knights 30th anniversary, Dynamite Deca's 30th anniversary, Sakura Wars 30th anniversary, and SGGG's 25th anniversary.
Which is Sega Gaga for anyone who doesn't know.
Oh right, that had the AI translation come out recently.
Yeah, and everybody screamed at that
Unfortunately.
guy because it's like, you did the hard part of cracking it open.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, it's been 2 years and 4 months since your last huge retro revival, and nothing's come of that except for Shinobi.
I do like you better show some of those. Like, I get that Shinobi was the one that was the smallest scale,
Right.
but you need to show some of the others already.
Yeah, you showed like
I
early footage of all of them.
Yeah, he's got early footage of all of them. I know there's no way you didn't cancel the service game versions of Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi. I know there's no way you didn't do that. but you were still making remakes of those, so show me those.
And you
I
have
could
the
see
Golden
them still
Axe
doing the
and
Crazy
Streets of
Taxi
Rage.
one. Yeah, and Golden Axe and Streets of Rage.
And those weren't service games, I don't think.
No, those were supposed to be completely normal games. They had this weird delusion they could make Jet Set Radio into Fortnite. I really don't know what was wrong with them.
Yeah, that's still so wild.
Everybody seemed they could make Fortnite. That's also what that canceled Twisted Metal was. It's like, yeah, you get out of the car and shoot guys. And it's like, that's not Twisted Metal.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this could be something, but it's probably nothing.
All I need is Sega Gaga.
This is really weird. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers IP was sold to Digital Bros, which is the parent company of 505 Games.
That cannot be a real company.
Yeah, I know it
Digital
is
Bros.
actually. But yeah, Chengdu Lingzhe Technology Co. Ltd. Apparently sold it for like $4.6 million. Just their entire IP. I guess they just never wanted to do that game again. Like touch it. That's so
The
strange.
development team fell apart. Like they had some kind of interpersonal conflict, and the development team split up. So they're just like, well, let's just get rid of the IP.
That sucks. That game was good. That was on my top 10 last year. Not that I know that says a lot more negative about last year than anything, but still, it was a good game.
You don't have to say the subtext.
There's an untitled Illumination/Nintendo event film scheduled for April 12th, 2028.
Super
Matt.
Smash.
Yeah, probably.
Brother!
Donkey Kong does Dallas.
I
Yeah,
think they would
there have been
like,
rumors about Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, but that wouldn't be untitled then because they already announced they were making it.
Oh, did they announce that?
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we're doing a Donkey Kong spinoff.
Okay.
That happened like almost immediately after the first movie came out.
This is going to be Pikmin, Brave New World.
I would expect them to do I wouldn't expect them to do the full on. We made 5 movies about these other guys before Smash Brothers, like the Avengers did. But I would expect them to do at least one other.
I know, because now it's in the territory of being like the DC universe crossover. It's like that's the absolute worst thing you want to do. Like you can't just have one movie and then jump to this.
I guess they could do a bunch of streaming bullshit movies and be like those counted.
MDK in chat writes, Captain N, Brave New Game.
Like I keep saying, that is the moment Nintendo is washed.
Uh-huh.
Do it.
That's like, oh, you're modern Disney now. Okay.
Do it. Take a shower, sweetie. I want to see your ass.
Only if you
washed.
also make a Captain in game.
Do it.
It'll be funny if it's not. We technically did another one. We did the live action Zelda movie, so it's gonna be that link coming in.
Only if they Cool World his ass when he joins Smash Brothers.
Oh, that'd be incredible.
Oh man, Cool World. Now that's a thing I haven't thought about in a long time. Hey Bob.
What's up?
Oh, you say your thing. Mine's a little tangent.
Okay, I was just gonna say I don't think that Illumination is ready for that. I hope, I would love to see that them get that going, but I don't think they're ready for that.
Speaking of Cool World, I needed to chill out in between my 7 fucking streams over the last week.
Mm-hmm.
So I went into the VR chat and I put on a movie that was mid enough where talking over it wouldn't make me feel bad. You know what movie I watched?
What's that?
The Devil's Advocate, starring Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino.
Classic.
Al Pacino turned down this film 3 times because of how generic his character was.
Oh.
Was he just like, fucking stop calling me, I'll do it, fine.
It's after 3 times and them getting a huge injection of money because the O.J. Simpson's trial making everyone hate lawyers even more and putting it in the zeitgeist. Yeah, he said yes after that. Weird. After them getting $60 million to make this movie. Keanu Reeves plays an honest-to-God country boy who's a lawyer. He lives in Florida, and he does an accent occasionally. He's like, that simply is not true. This is my southern accent.
God bless him. He's always trying with those accents.
Oh my
Th-
god, he
actually-
did that in the Dracula one. That's
both
incredible.
in the 90s. Both Bram Stoker's and that in the 90s.
Maybe he just thought that was his thing at the time.
If you prick me, do I not bleed?
Oh, that reminds me. I went back and I've been watching some of the Witch Atelier with the dub for the later episodes and being subjected to their incredible bevy of accents that come and go at random.
Ooh. Fascinating. So I haven't seen The Devil's Advocate in nearly 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out everything interesting and funny and like overreaching happens in the last 27 minutes of the movie. And I'm like, this shit is not in the book because it's based on a book. And it turns out, no, it's not in the book. But the amazing thing is, and it's spoilers for the movie, The Devil's Advocate. I'm going to play spoilers music right now because you were all going to watch The Devil's Advocate in VR chat this weekend. I know.
I mean, you talk about how good Keanu Reeves' acting was. They were like just desperate to see it.
Yeah, they were like, I'm waiting for him to say, howdy, y'all. Anyways, Keanu Reeves is an honest-to-God Southern gentleman who's a lawyer. And they tempt him up to New York City with all their money. And then it turns out he's working at a bad company that's committing lots of crimes run by Al Pacino. And Al Pacino turns out is the devil and his dad. And the chick that he wants to nail at the office is his half-sister. And Al Pacino explains he has to fuck his half-sister to birth the Antichrist.
Okay, and that wasn't in the book?
Good times.
Personally, I prefer the prophecy.
When's the Troy Baker Keanu Reeves Southern team up movie?
Your chat says, Fire Emblem 4.
You know, it's a shame. It's a shame that I was a child in the '90s. I think with my Po folks voice, I could have had a career in acting.
I know.
Right?
A lot of chat right now, after hearing this plot synopsis, is going, what? The end of the movie is Keanu Reeves smugly looks in the devil's face after sort of getting it on with his sister, puts a gun to his head, pulls the trigger, which then kills him in slow motion. A blue flame comes out of Al Pacino that turns his half-sister into a weird gargoyle for no reason. Al Pacino then becomes Keanu Reeves with wings and screaming and everything's on fire, and then the movie restarts from minute 4 and he makes the decision to not go to New York City.
What? Okay.
And then as a funny bit, the end of the movie is him trying to tempt Keanu by pretending to be a journalist. It's the devil again to do something vainful, right? To achieve vanity because it's his favorite sin. And Keanu says no and walks away. And then he mugs at the camera and does that 90s style morph between this actor and Al Pacino. And he goes, vanity's my favorite sin. And then it plays Paint It Black by Rolling Stones.
This is incredible.
Yeah, for the last 27 minutes. They didn't play Sympathy for the Devil, even though that's also a Rolling Stones song. They're like, Paint It Black, it's way cooler, do that one.
It is way cooler.
I reiterate my statement that The Prophecy is probably a better movie than this. That's the one where Christopher Walken is Gabriel and Viggo Mortensen is Satan.
Yeah, Prophecy fucking rules.
Anyways, I thought it was amazing because I'm like, remembering this movie as a kid, I remember a few different things. Like, most of the movie is like, and then his wife was friends with a bunch of New York bitches, and they drove her fucking nutty, and it turns out they were devils. And then all that shit happens in the last 27 minutes. The end, good night. And that's about how that went, yeah. So once we started hitting that last scene for 27 minutes, the amount of flabbergasted tones in that VR chat room was hilarious. As everyone's like, what? Where was this in the movie? Why was this movie almost 2 whole hours of slow temptation and then just, okay, by the way.
Well, that's how you had to do it. Like, if you didn't put all that shit in the last 20 minutes, then your movie wasn't smart and cool.
I know.
It was a genre film and therefore in low taste.
I was like, I was like, this is a character study written by a moron. This isn't genre. We're smarter than that because there's a twist. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever, 90s film. Anyways, I genuinely mean this as much as I'm just like, this movie's mid as hell. We need to get back to that because that's infinitely more interesting than what they're making at the bigger scale nowadays.
So wait, the prophecy is called God's Army in some other territories?
Cool.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. They made sequels to the prophecy. Fucking come on.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, some of them still have Christopher Walken. Okay. Then.
Oh, I've watched that series a bunch of times. I also ended up watching a movie called Prophecy from like 1978, 79, because Netflix sent us the wrong movie.
That's great. Remember when Netflix sent stuff? Crazy.
That's probably a better business model for everyone.
Probably.
God, I haven't watched the Prophecy series in years. I need to do that again.
Less blunt win.
I think they average out
which of these two, even though
like
I just
on
spoiled the
par
shit
or
out of
better
one.
than the Crow movies.
That's
I thought only
a
the first Crow
specific
movie
thing.
was good.
It's like every other one.
Okay.
It's kind of like Highlander. Except really only the first one is good because the second one is that. And then the third one is like, we fucked up the second one. Just make the first one again.
Yeah.
A number of people in chat are like, at the very end, Keanu said yes to the interview. And I'm like, I don't think that's particularly relevant, but I figured I should say that on the record here. As you can imagine, the VR chat room was really loud because that movie was pretty fucking normal and medicated and dry for 2 hours, and then 27 minutes of insanity unfolded. And they were cackling. Anyways, that movie could have had 30 minutes chopped off. I don't think we needed that many scenes of like, and then his wife tries to paint the wall, and them New York bitches, they don't like the color of that. They're like, nah, you can't rock green, girl. Nah, yellow? Nah. And she's losing her mind. She literally, Bob, she becomes insane. She becomes mentally ill. This movie is so much to deal with. That opening scene would be content warning, content warning, content warning. Anyway, hey. Yeah, she stopped shopping and became mentally ill. Are these connected? I don't know. I need to talk to the screenwriter. Bob, you have other news, technically,
No,
because I didn't cover one point of data about the Resident Evil thing.
Oh, it's out September 18th.
Wow. So
Looks like a
some
good movie. I'm
gamers
excited.
might need to go.
Isn't it gonna be so fucked up if that movie bombs because audiences are like, it's not dog shit like the other Resident Evils. That's what we want.
They should just make a trailer that plays Rob Zombie music. That's it. Problem solved. Chris, we now go to you for news.
Okay, the new Final Fantasy XIV expansion was announced. Evercold. It seems to be Norse and by extension Final Fantasy 13 inspired. They're completely reworking the combat to kill the current meta because everybody hated it. They're redoing customization options so you will be able to dye more distinct parts of outfits and also dye different parts of your hair.
Oh.
2 classes will be revealed later. One is going to be a tank and one is going to be a like a DPS. It's coming to Switch 2. It will require a separate sub from every other platform because Nintendo's psychotic.
What?
Yup.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation are all one sub. Switch 2 is a different sub. But if you have one of those other subs, the Switch 2 sub is half off.
Jesus,
That's it?
that's insane. That's insane.
It must be something with Nintendo. Like, we want money from it. It's like, but
Right. Clearly.
but you get okay.
I saw something funny on Blue Sky where someone was like, they just cut the PS4 version of this game, but then they announced a Switch 2 version. I'm like, This is how I know you know nothing about system architectures. Yeah, the Switch 2 is
Also, they
unbelievably more
yeah.
capable than the PS4.
Right.
Also, they added that. They were like, yeah, the Switch 2 version is going to be. I mean, the PS4 version is gone at the end of this next expansion, so it's going to be supported till 2028.
Yeah. That's a pretty fucking long time. I think that's a good run for a console that came out in 2013. What do you think, Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably enough.
15 years of support?
They had like a little humiliation ritual for the CEO of Square Enix. Like he came out and was like, "I'm sorry that I never gave Final Fantasy 14 any fucking money. I guess we'll give it some money from now on."
That's funny as hell.
The only thing
Which is like
consistently successful in your company. What are you talking about?
yeah,
That's
they
insane.
they had been like, yeah, we basically our budget is the money that the cash shop makes. We don't get any of that sub money. That's so that we don't go out of business for making Foam Stars. Or Balan Wonderworld. Or The Quiet Man. Or the Dio Field Chronicle. Or let's see, what's some of the others? I know there's more. They're gone right now. Whatever.
Valkyrie Elysium, Star Ocean, Divine
Those at least
Force.
probably sold more than nothing.
Yeah. Babylon's Fall.
Babylon's Fall is one of the ones. But yeah, they're like, yeah, we're gonna give. It would sure it would sure behoove them to make less stupid shit and maybe focus on the products they do make being better.
I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. Chat is so stuck up on this. They sent me the ending scene to the movie The Devil's Advocate.
They're like, watch it on your gaming news podcast. You need to know that Keanu said yes. This is important because now the movie's good.
Chatters, if you're one of the people who did that, just know that you're old because that movie's 29 years old.
Yeah, that movie's ancient. I think this is really funny. I don't think it matters this much.
I mean, I found the entirety of that Prophecy movie on YouTube. If you want me to send you that to watch in the middle of the podcast.
I mentioned it. Let's. No, this is hilarious. He remembers to do the Southern accent for the ending, by the way. So
That's good.
I think scenes that take place in Florida, he remembers, and scenes that take place in New York, it's a real crap shot.
Anyway, this is out January 2027.
Wow.
There was a new teaser for Alien Isolation 2. They showed nothing. They announced that game in 2024. It's on Unreal Engine 5 now.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Because reminder, the developers of Alien Isolation 1 and 2 are Creative and Simply. Sega put them on Hyenas and then cut their throat when Hyenas was canceled before it even came out.
Did.
So I presume everybody who knew how to use their proprietary engine was fired, meaning they now have to use Unreal.
Great. Unreal Engine's been doing so good for so many games, right? Definitely not huge problems with it.
Blood of the Dawnwalker, the vampire game made by CD Projekt Red people, that's shown up a couple times and looks neat, is coming out on September 3rd.
Okay.
And
Every time I
finally,
see that game, it seems neat.
Yeah, it seems neat. I hope they didn't make it too big so that they can live.
Oh, good. Egger has posted the entire movie Prophecy. That was great.
So
I've
this
posted
has
that in
been like
chat.
hovering in the background for a couple weeks. Valve is working on an FPS estimator for Steam. It will basically like look at your specs, then like cross-reference that with the performance other people have gotten and been like, this is how the game should perform on your system. You don't have to believe the specs that the developer tells you anymore.
Smart.
That is
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
I am waiting for some people to scream bloody murder because every time Valve institutes a policy that is good for consumers, some developer does that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's so
Tell
weird
everybody
how
that my
like
game doesn't run. They're not
Steam
buying
keep-
it now.
Steam keeps announcing features, and every time I hear one, I'm like, oh, good. That feels so weird. What is that?
Right?
I know,
Every
right?
other platform has stopped. Like, new feature for your PlayStation? Never.
New price. New price
funny
for your
those.
PlayStation.
if you're a little bit young, you might not remember that when Valve first announced their refund policy, which should be industry standard, like indie devs screamed bloody fucking murder. Like sites like Kotaku and even some like legitimate sites just found these crazy indie devs having breakdowns over this. Like, I'm going to put an unskippable 2-hour intro in my game so you can't beat it and refund it. Like, nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to refund your game unless it's bad. And if that's what you're worried about, maybe you should be worried about something else.
Right.
Your fucking game. Let me put it this way. 30 frames per second is going to pop up to Undertale. Guess how much that's going to affect its fucking sales? All right, then.
That was another thing back when like user tags first came out. Like people started adding 30 FPS tags to PC games that were locked at 30, and there was screaming bloody murder about that. It's like, why do you not want people to know things about your game? But the fact that you're trying to hide things about your game perhaps is telling about you.
Yeah, Rami Ismail, all of their games at, like, what was it, Luftrausers or something?
Yeah, something like
Lambier. All of their games were 30, so them being liked by journalists might have maybe steered the conversation towards, hey, whoa.
Yeah, I saw people get really upset at Pat, like not even that long ago, over his thing where he would just play a game and refund it if he didn't like it. Like he did a stream of a whole bunch of games to try out. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's so you can do that. And he's showing this game to a lot of people. Maybe they like it.
Yeah, in fact, I think most of the devs of those games would have been fine that it got in front of anyone's faces, because if they're rational people and they know people well enough, they would realize that just getting it in front of the faces of people makes them buy it.
Right?
You see the game on stream and you go, oh, that looks good to me. I don't fucking care what the funny man's saying.
And Pat's insane. You know, he'll refund a game because it's like, I don't like the jumping. And a bunch of people go, Pat's insane. I better be contrarian and buy it despite him.
Yes.
That's the system working.
Yes, kind of. Oh, man. Hey.
And that's all mine is.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, what's up?
You should install VR chat so that way the next time I go into VR chat to watch a bad movie from the 90s, I could be like, Bob, log on.
Sure.
And then you're watching the movie in a box. The funny thing is, I actually forgot to bring this up. So one of the places you could seemingly do such a thing is Popcorn Palace. You can watch YouTube videos and streams there, and possibly other things I wouldn't say. Anyways, they drastically optimized it for the first time ever, so now the thing runs insanely well. And I'm like, this is weird. That doesn't happen. I've been using this fucking server for years and it ran like shit. What the fuck? So that's cool. They did a great job.
Watching this movies make my GPU ramp up for the whole movie. I can't hear it.
Thank God I'm water cooled. Yeah, baby. We also watched that episode of the Iron Chef Netflix series. That was the chocolate episode. And man, that episode was fucked up. They're like, I don't know, fucking slabs of pork, and we shoved cocoa onto it.
Wow. Yeah, I need to finish watching that. I only watched what we did for that review. I didn't ever go back and finish it.
Same. I really want to watch more of that. It was funny because I tried to play the episode that was like peppers. And I'm like, oh, that sounds good. It didn't work, so then we watched the fucked up chocolate episode.
I thought that the end of the story was going to be like, someone in the watch party was British, so we had to stop. They were
like scared.
Disturbed.
They started screaming. Yeah. They were like, peppers, lemons. It's funny because one of the things you can see on this alleged functionality of Popcorn Palace is metrics of how many people watched the thing. 3,800 people have ever watched The Devil's Advocate. 1.74 million watched K-pop Demon Hunter.
I just can't believe this. That's so crazy. Right? What's more popular, Devil's Advocate, a 90s movie, or K-pop Demon Hunters? One of the most popular Netflix movies there is.
Society's in decline. We don't watch good movies like like the devil's advocate anymore.
Movie I said mostly sucked, but had a funny ending.
The K-pop Demon Hunters doesn't have any festive accents like Keanu doing a southern accent in the devil's advocate.
We don't know. Maybe some the K-pop Demon Hunter staff has a horrible Asian accent.
I want to believe they did not dub K-pop Demon Hunters with the white dude who's just trying really hard to do a Korean accent. That would be nearly impossible to pass in the last couple of years. Anyway. What are we, What? Chat saying this is how Speed Racer fans sound. I did notice a resurgence of Speed Racer fans being like, "Oh, this movie's amazing." Did they put that in theaters?
Yeah, they
again?
put it back in theaters.
Yes, they put it in theaters again.
I was wondering
Which
where
I
the hell
kind of
that
thought
came
about
from.
going to see it, but then I totally forgot when it actually happened.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
it
would
wasn't
like
even
to
a
watch
thing
it again.
here.
I would like to watch
I might
it again.
At this point, I'm like, well, if I watch it again, I should probably watch it on that TV you have.
Yeah, the TV that, as of this month, is no longer the best TV in the world.
Because I've only ever seen that movie in theaters. Like I saw it on release like that.
There's a lot of things to like about that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at this point, you
That's the end of the sentence.
At this point, you writing it in chat means you give me approval to read this. There's no other way. The person who has sent the link, the person who is so caught up on this ending scene has said, "Noel, the worst thing is that I only ever saw the ending of The Devil's Advocate, which is why I remember it so clearly, despite it being more than a decade since I ever saw it." What? I can't believe this shit. This clip doesn't even involve the good shit of the ending.
That's crazy. Like I'm sure there must be something that like that for me, where I've only seen one part of a movie, but I viscerally remember it.
Yeah, I know I caught a few movies on AMC like that, where at the very end, I think of Reindeer Games.
Reindeer Men.
I almost said that.
You got the power to be Reindeer Men. Fuck. Anyways, that's it for Big Think this week. Tomorrow, Bob and I are going to find out who the saboteurs are. It will happen. Ignore what Aggro said.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll find the
out.
coding messages that they put in here.
We'll get it, unlike everyone else, because we're one of the smart ones. And then after that, we will be going into Final Fight Streetwise on the same stream, because that DLC is 30 minutes long. Chris, what are you up to?
I'm gonna stream Spyro 2 on Saturday and try to stream Spyro 3 in the week between now and the next big thing to mention, so that I can get to the part everybody's excited for, the dog shit.
They could be excited for good video games.
They could.
They could be.
They never are.
Chat, you should get a new hobby, like being excited for a new video game.
That's not true. People are excited for good video games, but they're really excited for dog shit that's attached to good video games.
Yeah, like Crash,
like
the Wrath of Cortex.
Yeah, or Crash Mind Over Mutant.
I'm gonna end out Big Think with this. Ed Zitron posted this ad he got that made him feel like he was having a seizure. Grupo Bimbo trusts Oracle Fusion to help feed the world.
Isn't that Star Wars character?
That's the joke I made in another server when I saw this.
I know
Grupo
that Bimbo
wishes to
brand.
see you, Han Solo.
Grupo Bimbo is the actual name of Bimbo, the food brand, the food company.
Wait, really? Like Bimbo bread?
Yes.
Oh, I love Bimbo bread. I've been eating loaves of that lately. It's not working, but it tastes nice. Aggro, what are you up to other than speaking to Grupo Bimbo?
Apparently, I'm going to go watch the entire The Prophecy series.
What?
Including the completely unrelated but now inextricably associated film Prophecy from 1979. Hey, quick note. If you like the series Supernatural and you have not seen The Prophecy starring Christopher Walken...
Oh, yeah, that's like where that shit came from.
Yeah, you need to do that.
I have a new channel name.
I think they might sue.
No, it's fine.
Just add some letters. We're good.
Good night, everybody. Oh my god.
Thank you very much for listening to this episode of Big Think Dimension. Big Think Dimension is possible because of you and your support over at patreon.com/gbpodcast, where you could have had like some funny things I said, implying things while watching the Burn the Witch. You could have had that for like several months. Almost a whole year, actually, by the time that hits public. Holy crap. Anyways, commentary sharks on movies and much more. That's patreon.com/gbpodcast.